phone number if you want to even drop a line. We'll just message us. We're not going to give that out because there's a bunch of crazies out here. But listen, we are the gambling show of record, Papa. We gamble. We talk about gambling. We do not run away from the gambling, but we have a saying. Jay Bird, what is our saying on Two Nobodies?
Don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser. And when we say that, we're not talking about losing bets, right, CJ? Everyone loses bets.
I lose a few here and there.
Yes. Just gamble what you can afford, right? Right?
That's it.
All right, man.
Don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser. Let's get into our introductions. To my right, I got my main man, Rafa the Guru's in the house.
Hey, what's going on?
Rafa's on a liquid diet.
On a cleanse?
Yes.
Is he cleansing?
Just drinking water. I'm trying to be a cleaner person.
Come on,
Trying to
man.
stay hydrated in this.
Yes.
Listen, you don't want me to get looking like Eddie Money. I'll do this show fucking with no shirt on every fucking week. Every week.
We got Jay Bird, our social media guru.
What's
just
up, guys?
killing it out there. Guys, always, listen, leave a gift on his memes if he makes you laugh. Come on.
Oh, you had some bangers this week.
Bangers.
They were
Oh,
funny.
bangers
Laughing
this
all
week.
day long.
Yes.
The Kike one was
The Kike one
hilarious.
was fire. We have our
Thank you.
producer extraordinaire, Eddie Money. Eddie Money, how you doing, Papa?
Feeling good.
Like the hat.
Thank you.
The hat.
$5.
Oh, you didn't have to say that. Now you just fucking ruined it.
It's still good looking?
No, it
$5.
is. It is. No. $5.
I mean, it's not a... Yeah, never mind. I can't say that. There's kids watching.
We have a executive producer on the mic. We have CJ.
What's going on?
Whoa, with this 49er bullshit on.
Bang, bang.
looks
Why
like-
do
looks like
Raider
we're on
fans
Hard Knocks
hate
right
Niner
now.
fans?
Because they suck.
Oh,
it's 'cause
And
they
they're
hate us.
jealous.
Bro, they don't hate you.
We're not jealous of your injured
Niner
ass
fans.
team.
I sent that shit. The most violent fans in
Oh,
the
it
NFL
was
are
one time.
Niner fans.
We all know it's Raider fans.
Because they have a complex.
I am a very gentle person. Okay.
Here we go.
That's a bullshit.
Here.
Coming from a center.
Yeah, here we go.
That's a bullshit. That's a bullshit. We have some special guests today. We have our man, Big John, proprietor of BTA. BTA.official, wearing this
Wearing a hoodie, by the way. And
the sand color hoodie. That-
104 degrees.
Yes.
I know
He
he's
walks in
hot.
and anybody goes, I know you're not wearing a fucking sweatshirt.
Yeah. But hey, that's a badass hoodie though.
It is. And you said that's your color.
That's the one.
you know what
I,
that
that's
means.
the one I want.
As soon as
That's
that
the one.
drops, Eddie needs to fucking
Everybody
be able
wants it. He just needs to drop it again.
Yes. How can if the people want the gear, Big John? How do we find your gear? Someone give that dude a microphone.
they can't move right now.
to.
Splitter.
You can just go on my Instagram at official.bta.
That's
We
right.
do pre-orders for any drops that are coming up, so people don't have to, complain when they don't have their size because we let you know in advance.
Yeah, smart man over here. It's going back. Are you going back to Iowa this week?
Next week, right? Yeah,
Next week. Go support that. Fire gear. Great human being. Not Samoan though.
No, he's a big motherfucker, but he's not
Had us
Samoan.
all fooled.
Yeah.
We have a special guest, Luke. Luke, also a 2020 graduate of St. John Bosco water polo team. Maybe the next water polo coach. We don't know.
They don't pay enough.
Like, there's a list. They've gone through like 10 or 12, and he's probably going to get a phone call during the show. But Luke, CJ and Luke, they're in the works. They're going to start a podcast about politics. We don't talk about politics on the show because I don't like to be pissed off all the time.
I do.
Yes. So, Rafa's the only one that can talk politics and, like, scream and then smile the next, 15 minutes. He has an on and off button.
Dude, I get mad, but I get mad, but I get upset for a minute or two.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
it. I'm fucking over it.
Yeah.
Like, I can yell at my kids or my employees or my poor wife, and I fucking...
wife.
And, my wife.
My wife.
Like Eddie says. Yeah, but I get over it. Like, within a minute or two, I get over that shit.
It takes
Yeah.
about an hour.
Not me, but if you keep doing annoying shit, then it's like, fuck. Jesus Christ.
You sound like you went to SE right there. Fuck.
Do I have a tattoo on my left
You
calf?
sounded straight off Figueroa.
Whoa.
That's a different street, man.
Whoa.
I
Jeez,
love it.
God.
I love it. But welcome, Luke. So glad to have you here. It's episode 41, Papa. And if you guys know the deal, go ahead and let us know who's your favorite 41 professional sports athlete 41. There's actually some good ones. Who wants to start us off with the 41?
I want to give a special shout out to my older brother Larry Scott, who wore number 41 when he played.
Wow,
for the
very
San
cool.
Diego Chargers.
Larry Scott.
Proud of you, big bro, out there in Texas, coaching Texas high school football
Not
right now.
the Pac-12.
The Pac-12 Oregon State defensive player.
No, I was going to say the Pac-12 commissioner.
No, not him.
Yeah.
A different
Actually,
Larry Scott.
That
Fun-
dude needs to get fired.
Fun fact.
Or he was fired.
Fun fact, they called my brother the commish in high school.
Really?
So shout out
Nice,
to my brother.
nice.
Eldon Campbell.
41.
Solid.
That's
Solid.
a
Good 41.
That's a J41
Yeah.
right there.
That's a good 41.
How could you name Eldon Campbell before Dirk?
Eldon had that straight face, never smiled.
Long neck.
Long neck. Played for a long time, by
did.
the way.
Yes, yes.
Did you know he was on the Thunder?
Shut up.
I did not know. I
Are you
believe,
serious?
I believe
No
Eldon-
way.
Yeah.
Look at that shit up.
No way.
I believe
See,
it.
did he suit up?
He played.
Stop.
He played.
Stop it.
Bro, look that shit up.
I will.
Look it up.
Eldon Campbell also, let me guess it. Did he go to Clemson? Was he a Tiger? Was he a Clemson
He
Tiger?
looks like a Clemson guy,
I
doesn't he?
believe he was a Clemson Tiger. Always putting Eddie Money out and,
Well, who you got, Jay?
I got Glenn Rice, baby. Hands on the
University-
knees right there. Love it.
Yes, University of Michigan. He was a good Laker.
It was.
He wasn't the
He
best.
was a better Hornet.
Yes.
A better Heat.
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy, okay? He was a good Laker.
He was a better.
I liked
all
him
of
as a
those-
Laker.
Eldon Campbell, Supersonics.
Oh, Supersonics.
Yes,
my
I
bad.
know, 'cause-
My bad.
I remember that.
But it was 2002 around there.
03 is end of 03 season.
Wow.
Clemson Tiger. Oh.
Wait for it.
Eddie's
Wait
eyes are
for
rolling.
it.
Eddie's
Wait.
eyes are
Survey
rolling.
says-
Correct.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Pull that out of my arse.
Who you got, Eddie Money?
Wes Unsled.
Oh,
From the
Washington.
Yes, Washington
From the
Bullets. Yes, great nickname. I'm going to go Phil Villapiano.
Ooh.
Linebacker, Bowling Green, number 41 Raiders. Listen, anytime you see a
Every
old,
time there's a fucking raid.
anytime you see a Raider thing, he's always available. He has
What was the
great
name?
stories.
What was the name again?
Phil Villapiano or Villapiano.
Sounds like an Italian ice cream.
Like it sounds like a
100%.
mobster.
Yes,
is what it
or
sounds
that.
like.
He was.
That's how he played on the field, right?
Yeah.
He tells a great story. Real quick, he tells a great story that in the late 70s, 80s, the Raiders had a special dude who used to. He was a military specialist, and his only job was to create pads, and he would put steel things. Like they said, one left tackle had a
Rocks?
had a broken thumb for 7 years. He said that he had. If you look, Villapiano, they all had crazy pads, and he would put this thing, and he would just kill people. He said O.J. Simpson, Phil Villapiano took O.J. Simpson's helmet off and knocked him out. He
probably had a steel rod in his pad?
Cheaters.
Boom. Yes.
Always
Damn.
cheating.
Yeah.
And then they wonder why they haven't won in fucking.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I love the
man.
jinx.
Forever.
I love the
If you're
reverse
not
jinx.
cheating, you're not trying, Papa.
I agree.
But it
with-
sucks even more if you're losing too.
Easy 49er fan over there.
This guy, worry about a quarterback you're gonna have, all right?
Yeah. This
Brock
guy.
Purdy is very cleared to go. So
What other 41s do we have?
Anyone else? Anyone else? Ralphie?
Oh.
We have Ralphie
Oh,
in the
yeah.
house. I can't believe I missed Ralphie. He's hiding over there. Ralphie, what's up? How you doing, Papa? Good? He said he's doing great. Trust me on this.
Well, we can name the obvious Dirk.
Dirk, Alvin Kamara.
Oh, I totally forgot about Alvin Kamara,
Alvin,
actually.
Yes.
Dirk.
Anyone out there in YouTube Live? Anyone? No.
Eddie Matthews.
Matthews. Who
Tom
else?
Severs.
Tom Seaver.
Really?
Eugene
41?
Robinson.
Fresno High School, by the way.
Ooh.
How about this one?
Only reason I know Tom Seaver, Fresno High School, because we went and had a fucking huge sign the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Tom Severs went here.
How about Will Purdue? I
Ooh.
love saying that.
What?
Will Purdue.
On what team?
The Bulls.
This is correct.
41?
Yeah.
Mundo.
Man.
What college did Will Purdue go to?
He looks like he went to fucking Iowa.
He looks like a Purdue Boilermaker.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Vanderbilt.
Vandy.
Same shit.
Yes.
Purdue, Vanderbilt.
Well, that is your famous 41s. Anyone else have some good 41s?
Fred doesn't have anything to say for 41, but he wanted to get off his chest. Last time we did all-time athletes, we didn't put Otani as number one. He said Otani's the baseball GOAT.
He's only played for 4 years. Come on, man.
Oh man,
You got to have some longevity.
I agree.
After yesterday, though, he did some shit yesterday.
Oh, he hit a tank today too.
Yeah, number 39.
Freaking guy. Congratulations. I hope you live in Seal Beach, Papa, for the rest of your life. Probably less traffic from Seal Beach to Dodger Stadium than there is to Anaheim.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, whatever. That's your famous 41s. Let's get into our next segment. Sponsored by Julio's Pizza, right? Julio's always hooks us up. The best thin crust pizza you've ever had. And like Rafa says, you kill 2 cravings at one time.
Yeah, with that pastor stuff, man.
Al Pastor,
Eddie Money shit.
extra pineapple.
That's Eddie Money shit right there.
Yeah.
Don't give me a whole pizza. It'll be gone.
Yes. But shout out. Someone, a Bosco coach said, I've heard enough. I'm going to try it finally. So,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
So hopefully they go and try it. You will not be disappointed. But thank you to Julio's Pizza. And let's get into your fired. Who wants to start? Who wants to fire somebody?
All you guys have somebody, so let's.
No, I think I agree with you. There's 2 people or 3 people that want to fire the same.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, retiring LeBron's jersey, knowing them and how much they ride his.
They haven't
You know
fired.
what?
They haven't retired Derek Fisher's.
They're not going to. I don't
I'm
think
not
so.
going to. Yeah,
Really,
Wow.
I don't think.
Really?
I don't think they'll.
Listen, how do you
Why
not?
would you not?
How do
If
you?
they should have done it
I don't
already.
think they're going.
They should have done it already.
Yeah. I don't
I'll
think
say-
they're going to, but why would they not?
Let me retort, okay, for you guys that want to fucking fire the Lakers for retiring. He won the scoring title, the all-time.
That has
The most-
nothing to
Yeah,
do with
he
the
won
Lakers.
most
No.
of that when he
Bullshit.
was
No.
a Laker.
Bullshit.
He
No.
doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with the Lakers. He would have done that shit on the Thunder.
No, how many points has
Yeah.
he? No, bullshit. How many points has he scored with the Lakers?
Not even close as many as he scored with the Cavs.
And that's not the point. He's not a Laker. Even to the NBA, he's not a Laker. To Laker fans,
Oh, he's not a Laker.
not a
He's
Laker.
won a championship. He's fucking won
which many people consider a
he's
Mickey
the
Mouse
all-time-
ring.
He's the all-time leading scorer, and he did it
Blasphemous.
in a Laker jersey. But if you look at his total numbers, he probably did not even close.
Yeah.
Most of those points
You-
aren't
He's
even
put up.
when he was a Laker.
He's put up 7,600 points as a Laker.
And how many is a Heat? Fucking 15,000?
That's a good point. It doesn't matter. He did it in a Laker uniform.
I don't know.
That doesn't mean shit.
If I could see if he only played for 1 or 2 years.
It's been 3.
LeBron's been here for
Or
a while.
4. It's 4 years, right?
Knowing them, they'll probably do 6 and 23. How much? Like
No,
fuck,
you can't
man.
do that.
No, I know they won't. I know they won't. But I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
fuck, I wouldn't be surprised if
He
they do.
actually put up 7,900 on the Heat.
In 4 seasons?
So he'll have more as a Laker.
In how many seasons?
He'll have more as a Laker.
Or
Okay, but still, Miami, the Lakers.
5 with the Lakers.
So he's played 5 seasons so far?
Yeah.
Dude, it's not even. Are you fucking kidding? In 5 years, he's put up 7,600
Rafa,
points.
Thank you, Rafa.
you're-
Thank you. We're starting off
you
good
guys
because Rafa
would-
agrees with me.
No, that's when I know shit's off the tracks. Rafa goes to bed at night. I like LeBron. No, I fucking hate LeBron.
No.
He's not good.
I hate him as a human, as a person. I think he's as a person, he does too much shit that's just, oh, I'm the greatest, I'm this, I'm that. Like, bro, we already know you don't need to say shit.
Do you think all the stuff he does for like his community is outweighed by like all the bad stuff?
I
I
don't-
don't say he does a lot for his community.
What the fuck do I see that he does for his community? I don't see shit.
I was about to say too. What
He puts he
but-
has a whole
He has a
fucking
whole
school.
in his community.
Bro, there's like 20 kids in each fucking classroom.
You know how
I
many?
don't
You know how
think
many
that's true.
scholarships that is? He gives every single one a
He built a
scholarship. to
whole-
college.
When you make that amount of money, you should be doing more.
There's people who
There's
made
people
more
that don't
money
do
than
shit.
do less.
Where was Kobe's college at?
He never got to
Mamba
that
Academy.
point, guy. He never got to there.
Mamba Academy.
Mamba Academy.
Mamba Academy. Stop
mine-
it.
That's not-
I think
that's
with
not-
the Lakers retiring it, the Lakers are very particular on who they retire.
Yeah.
Right? So Powell with number was retired because he was Kobe's guy, right? It was him and
He
it
was
was
his,
it was Shaq and Kobe, and then it was Powell and Kobe. Is
But you brought up. I never thought of Derek Fisher.
How could you not
should.
retire Derek Fisher?
He should be
I
retired.
didn't think of it until I was watching. Like HBO has like a full documentary on the Lakers
Ugh.
from when they started till like recent.
disgusting.
And like Derek Fisher's in.
He has
like,
5 titles.
Pivotal.
But he was like
Pivotal.
anytime that Derek Fisher was on the Lakers, he was like the 5th best player.
Anytime Derek Fisher was not on the Lakers, Kobe didn't win a fucking title.
Well, that's another fucking story. But
I don't even, dude. Fisher has more career playoff wins than Kobe Bryant.
if you put Fisher up on that,
By the way,
if
just so you know,
I think
if
Fisher
you
has
put
like, it's
Fisher
like top 2 or something like that. And
More playoff
playoff
wins
wins,
than Kobe, Jelly, Weenie Beanie, Bryant.
That's crazy.
And look at that sticker up on your
It's a fact,
cup.
by the way. It's a fact.
I love your sticker, by the way.
It's a nice sticker.
By the way, guys, we have stickers. If you guys want a sticker, shout us out, right? And we'll maybe send you a sticker. Maybe. maybe share us. But
Fred,
if you were to put, go ahead.
Fred has 2 comments. He said LeBron is not a Laker, but he's the best player to put on that uniform, so I get it.
Stop. Oh my God.
He said
Is he lying?
How can you say those two things?
not lying.
Like,
He's not lying.
he said Fisher should not be retired. This is the Lakers, not going to retire role players. LOL.
I agree. The next thing I was gonna say is that if you put Fisher up on that wall, you look at that wall and it's nothing but superstars. Okay,
Fisher hit a shot with 0.4 of a second that you wouldn't have won a title if he doesn't hit
was
that
never
shot.
a superstar, Rafa.
was that we lost that year? Was that year?
No, they won.
They won that year.
They won that year.
They won that year. He has some great moments, and he was a integral part of a lot of championships. But he was never even the 4th option on any of those teams. You cannot put a role player up. I'm sorry. Al barely made it, and we all know Kobe doesn't win those
So for
championships
you to
without
now,
Pau.
all right, whatever.
It's a thin line between a role player and he was important. He was super important.
Okay, so
mean,
fucking Rick Fox next. Let's put
That's
fucking,
not
let's
the
put it
same.
out. Put it
No,
out.
it's
How
not
is
the
that?
same.
It's not the same.
How?
It's not.
That's a terrible
Explain.
comparison.
Fisher literally, Fisher was there for every
Yes.
championship that Kobe won.
yeah.
Okay.
That Kobe won. Fisher was the starting point guard.
I
Yeah.
want Meta World Peace. Kobe doesn't win that championship against the Celtics if Meta World Peace doesn't go off.
Dude, was he
has
there?
to go next.
Was
It's
he
a
there?
slippery
Was he
slope,
was he
Rafa.
there for the first 3? He
Slippery
wasn't there.
slope.
This guy won 5 titles in your uniform.
I love this conversation. By
You
the way.
can look up, if you look up the Lakers, who has the most championship rings as a Laker with a uniform on? It has to be Kobe Bryant and Derek Fisher.
I'm putting my Uncle Scott. My Uncle Scott has
and
been
Magic had 5.
my Uncle Scott has been a Lakers season ticket holder for 45 years. He's been there for all the championships. He needs to go up on, and he's also 6'8".
Chick Hearn's got a microphone up there.
Oh no! Chick.
Can you look up who has the most titles? And I promise you, the first 3 guys all have their jersey retired.
Okay, is Cooper up there? No.
Cooper, does he have 5 titles?
Yes.
Cooper has 5 titles?
Fisher's
Fisher's gotta go. Fisher's gotta go.
Cut that.
Fisher's gotta go.
Cooper goes before Fisher.
Yes. Yeah. he
Cooper
did.
has 5 titles?
Yes.
Wow.
He was there from the beginning.
Only people not up there that has 5 titles is Jim Pollard and Michael Cooper.
Nobody knows
yeah.
who the fuck Jim Pollard is.
Yeah, I think
Scott
he-
Pollard.
He was in black and white, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
there you go.
The rest are Magic, Kareem, Derek Fisher, and Kobe.
I think we solved it. I think
My
LeBron.
mind has changed.
No.
you have to.
No.
You have
I
to.
think LeBron's number should be retired in every building.
Shut the fudge.
Listen.
Come on, man.
Hey, this heat is getting to you.
You put
Clearly.
you put LeBron up in the rafters, but you do not. And I repeat, Genie Bus.
No statue.
Look at me, Genie. No statues.
You can't.
No statues.
Unless he wins the title this year.
Why?
Not even this
No.
year.
Even if he
not,
wins.
even, not even if he wins one this year.
No.
Oh,
Just as an NBA
Stop
All
it.
stop. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Hey, what's in that tumbler, man?
Yeah.
Just water, bud.
So who has a statue? We know Kareem, Magic, De La Hoya,
De La Hoya, yeah.
Gretzky,
Shaq.
Shaq,
Chick Hearn.
Chick.
That's it. And Kobe, right?
Oh,
Should be
yeah.
coming soon.
He should.
Oh, Kobe doesn't have a statue yet.
Not yet.
Is there room for it?
Yeah.
Come on,
the other
man.
side.
Bro,
Yeah.
man.
On the other side,
Near
the
Chick.
one
Near Chick.
where nobody could see it.
No, I want if they hang LeBron's number out there, make sure it's in the darkest corner. Behind the Sparks
I agree.
labels, banners.
Sparks. What's that?
The Sparks.
They're a team that has more banners than the Clippers.
Women's
Sing
sports, and
Jurassic Sparks.
they might have had the first man to play in.
Don't you dare say it.
Joanna Man.
Yeah, Juwanna Man plays on the Sparks.
Well, anyway.
Juwanna Man would beat everyone in the WNBA. By the way, I know that hurts you, CJ, but it's facts.
Fred did agree on the statue part. He said no statue, but
Yes,
jersey.
thank you,
He's not
Fred.
an LA guy.
Fred, when is Fred going to join us?
Oh, dude, are you kidding?
Fred needs to come down. Come
Fred-
on down. I'll give you a sticker,
You'd have
Fred.
a whole Mickey Jordan segment the whole time.
The Mickey, he calls him Mickey Jordan.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Unbelievable. So that is debatable firing, everybody. That's on, that's 50-50. Who else wants to fire somebody?
That was our group firing. I'll fire.
No. You have the same guy?
Yeah. Oh no. Oh.
You and Big John? Big
took-
John's
he
got
took
some.
my firing.
He's heated. Literally, and
firing
it's not because he's
John
in a
Ross.
sweatshirt.
Dude who just retired from being with the Chiefs has the best quarterback in the league. Like, you literally have every chance to be the best receiver you can be.
Yes.
And you're gonna pout because you suck, and then you want to retire. You literally on the best team that just won a Super Bowl.
I wish
Dude.
the fans could see John's
Big John,
intensity right
I
now.
didn't know that he was even on a roster the last 3 years.
Me neither.
Like, so John Ross, I believe UW, is he
UW.
Husky?
University of Washington.
Fastest combine 40 ever. But there's a lot of, I mean, back then we don't know Dion's, we don't know Bo's 40.
Oh yeah.
Who else is considered maybe one of the fastest? Those two. But anyways, yeah.
What team was he on before?
You got
God.
drafted to the Bengals.
Bengals? He's been with the Titans.
He was the number 9 pick.
He's been with everyone.
Wow.
He ran
He
a
retired after 4 years.
was it a 4.22? I believe 4.22, and hasn't done shit. I didn't know. Like, the fact that he came out and said I'm retired was news to me. I thought he retired 4 years ago.
It's because now in Madden you can't put him as your last receiver just to have speed.
Oh wow, the safeties don't even like. Yeah, safeties like, go ahead, guy. You'll just tip it up and I'll fucking intercept it from you. Which is one of the things, right? He has a highlight where he's sort of overthrown. He tips it up and he turns around, yells at the quarterback, and the cornerback's like, "Thank you very much."
Oh my god.
Yeah. So John Ross, good firing. No one cares, guy.
What else we got?
Anyone else? Because I have a firing.
Yeah, we're waiting for it.
Anybody you got one?
I'll fire, I think it's Michael Pereira for missing weight by 3 pounds, canceling a UFC bout.
You can't do that, man. That Dana
It
White.
doesn't look good.
I don't know how you go up.
It doesn't look
Because
good.
you could miss by so much and just not like have to give up so much of your purse. But 3 pounds is like, come on.
Did you
man.
try? Like,
Well, these guys, here's the thing, man. These fighters, and this is could be easily solved. They have to weigh in the day before. A lot of UFC fighters, I know one that cuts like 30 pounds.
Wow.
30 libras. Yeah, it's a lot. So then what they do is they go and they have a whole day to hydrate. They get IVs. Weigh-in should be 8 hours before the fight, and that will take care of a lot of that shit. You cannot perform, you cannot do that. But they give them 24 hours, so it's too much time to cut so much weight and then rehydrate. Make them, like in college, they got rid of it. In college, you have to weigh in an hour and then wrestle because there was a lot of deaths. They banned saunas from D1 college because of that.
Oh shit.
Because there's a ton of that, and guys, listen, every ounce of strength matters in fighting and wrestling, so cutting is a huge deal. Cutting's a big deal in horse racing. Motherfuckers eating 1 peanut a week. Yeah, it's really crazy. So Dana could fix that. That association should fix that problem. But listen, I mean, one bad apple.
Dana don't give a fuck. They'll be fine.
Doesn't care.
They will be fine.
Fred has a fun fact about John Ross. He said he was the first kid under Snoop Dogg to make it to the NFL.
Really
that is
dope.
true.
Really
Wow.
dope. So that's right. John Ross was from the area.
Look at Fred.
What high school, John Ross? Crenshaw?
I don't know if it was an LA team or not.
Bourbon Day?
Maybe. Compton Centennial, maybe? Richard Sherman?
Long Beach.
Long Beach, TikTok. Watch your back. Grab your get. Yes. Long Beach Poly. Shit ton of
No. Jordan High School in Long Beach.
Jordan. The Black Panthers. Well, the Panthers, not the Black Panthers.
Whoa. Hey.
He's a Marvel
Whoa.
fan. He's a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Whoa.
Wakanda forever.
Zach also had number 41, Richard Dice from Alamany.
Richard Dice.
Which you said last week, by the way.
That last week. Richard. Shout out to Richard Dice. The ugliest number Tight end. We all used to laugh at him, and he would laugh at us like, "You guys all suck. I have 800 offers to everywhere I want to go." Yeah, but I have a cool number. So yeah, Richard Dice wore 41, and it was ugly as shit.
Well, did he have a reason for wearing 41, or that's just what they gave him?
They threw him a fucking jersey
And said, "Fuck
Yeah.
it, I'll put it on."
Yeah, what you can't. I mean, that ugly mother flower. You couldn't. You could wear number 1. It doesn't matter.
So who do you got? Who are you firing?
So, as you could see, I have a Real Madrid shirt on. I am firing a large group of people,
okay,
mostly Americans, for the people that don't appreciate or have love for the beautiful game of football. We just went last Sunday. We watched Real Madrid versus AC Milan.
yeah, what a game.
Terrific game, exciting crowd, 80,000 people. And at this point, if you don't it was like, I'm not a huge soccer fan, right? I'm a casual, but this dude, Jacob, this guy over here, everyone over there, the kids were losing their minds. It was freaking awesome. And the skill level and the just the overall athleticism of some of these guys.
Oh my God,
It was pretty incredible to see. And if you're just being a hater, or I mean, I get the 0-0 draws and the 1-1 ties.
yeah. People don't like that. They want to see more scoring.
I
or whatever.
understand that, but you cannot deny some of these athletes are the best in the world. Messi is he's gonna have 800 goals this season.
Oh, bro, are you kidding? The fucking MLS is so bad. He's already exposed them in the first half.
Yeah.
They were like fucking toying with him, and that's 2 guys.
Yeah.
Imagine when Jordi Alba, who's fucking technically a left back, when he gets on the field, and if they get Suarez, games might end 7-0. Shit might be 5-0 at halftime.
Yeah, it's really gonna expose the MLS, which
That's good. I'll make them better.
everyone knows.
Well, it should make them better.
Should.
But
But I just get with it, people. Let it go. Let it go.
when you watch Real Madrid, you're watching one of the 2 or 3 best teams in the world, period. Right? So the players that you're going to see are amazing. But Milan, who's, top 15 team or whatever in the world or whatever, yeah, they were in the quarter semifinals last year and all that. They played great as well. They've played great.
They were up 2-0.
Yeah, they've played great a handful of games they've been playing.
Yeah. Real Madrid didn't even score a goal in the first half. It was it ended up being
And then all of a sudden, the
Vinny
5
Jr.
dudes. They brought in 5 dudes, 5 starters, and all of a sudden it was like, okay, let us show you how much better we are.
It was electric. It was a great scene. Give it a chance, a chanza.
Give it a chance.
Give
and
it
the
a
speed
chance.
of the game is totally different. Like when you watch the MLS and then you watch or the Mexican League or the Salvadorian League or whatever league. Once you watch the European players,
Trinity League.
The speed is so it's amazing.
It was really cool to watch. I love watching on TV, but to be there, I was just thinking like, dude, this has to be a thing. Americans have to get with this shit already.
Well, there were a ton of people not last night, the night before, for Arsenal Barcelona at SoFi. Like
AC Milan played last night.
they put up a
played
couple goals against
Juventus,
us.
right?
Yeah.
It was it's really good. I always say I could watch chess, I could watch checkers. If they're the best in the world, I could watch it. And these are the best in the world. It's interesting to me. Give it a shot, United States. You won't regret it. And that's who I'm firing.
I like it.
So
That's a good fire.
Fred's letting you know that they're in the process of making the rules to more offensive of the game. So like
Really?
the new rule is that your whole body has to be offside instead of just like a part
Instead of just a fingernail.
Well, you see sometimes
Because
it's like a fucking
dude,
toe.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, when it's like a toe and all that.
That would be huge.
That's absurd. Come on.
That would be
Bro,
huge
it
because
shows you how good the fucking side judges are, by
True.
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the side refs?
In the World Cup, they have it. It's
Censor?
It's digital.
No, that's the VAR and all that. But the guys on the side still need to flag that shit.
Yeah.
So,
But that's good. That would be huge. That would be big
it'd be
because imagine the runs. I mean, it would.
they're already great.
Yeah.
So imagine.
And we don't like to see ties.
Yeah. Cecilia has a firing of her own.
Oh yes.
She's firing the Saudis for trying to buy sports, golf, and soccer.
That's a great firing.
They're doing it.
Mbappe, but
Amazing
Mbappe turned down what, 700 million?
That is.
Yeah, but you knew that was going to happen.
For 1 year.
You knew that was going to happen. So
Shout out to Mbappe for who can turn that down, and he did.
Messi turned down $1 billion.
Yes.
So for them it's easy to do. But they signed Mahrez today from Manchester City.
I
to
hope
Saudi Arabia.
I hope they all regret it. I hope
Nobody regrets money. Nobody.
But they could. But here's the thing.
The fuck.
This is why Messi.
I get $1 billion.
I hope Messi's deal, because Messi's deal was groundbreaking. He's gets a piece of Adidas. Sports soccer. He gets a huge piece of every jersey. So he has all
from the MLS
and from Adidas soccer in the world.
That's crazy.
That's huge. That's like a Michael.
That's huge.
Huge. That's like a Michael Jordan type groundbreaking deal.
Yeah, but not how many guys can you bring to the MLS and offer them that? And they offered it to Messi at the tail end of his career.
He'll still sell.
Done.
He's still gonna.
I agree 100%. But how are you going to bring someone in their prime? Like Mbappe didn't go to a country that's a flight probably 2 hours from where he lives for $700 million. You think he's going to come to fucking LA for $50 million? No.
Well, they're not going to offer him $50 million. I mean, they're going to offer him big money.
Where are you pulling the money from?
Mbappe is more in his prime, though. That's the big difference.
Everyone who comes here to play that's ever come is way past their prime.
Yes. Yeah. Agree.
Way past.
Agree.
So the MLS will never grow because they will never have the money, ever have the money to pay those dudes.
You know, here's the thing. So no one thought that hockey could ever work in Los Angeles. They signed a certain Wayne Gretzky. Now there's hockey at Arizona State. You know, there's hockey in the Phoenix Coyotes. There has to be someone to kick down the door. Messi was the right one.
I mean, so.
Beckham did it right, but Beckham did it.
Beckham wasn't
Henry. As good as they all did it. But Messi
Slowly.
is the GOAT.
Right. But he's also way past his prime.
I think
For you to
casual fans don't even care about that.
No, nobody cares about that. The turds he's playing against will show. There's no way moving in 10 years, that league won't be a quarter of what any league in Europe is.
I feel like, going to Eddie's point, I feel like people in America don't like soccer because the people of like Messi in the MLS like suck. Like people like me who are naturally grow up don't watching soccer. I'm not gonna go to an MLS game and not see somebody like Messi.
The United States will not love soccer until, and I'll be honest with you, just straight out, I don't give a fuck what people say. When black people start playing fucking soccer,
hey man, I didn't want to say it.
When black people start, I swear to God, we have the best athletes in the world. All right, more besides Shohei Ohtani, Fred, and Messi, Ronaldo. But other than that, the American athlete is amazing. If you take those athletes and from 2 years old, 3 years old, you feed them a soccer ball and that's what they do, bro. When you go to those countries, they have camps. And Barcelona and all these countries, and they have camps everywhere with coaching, and those kids are playing from when they're born practically. That's why they're so good.
But I feel like in America it's like football and basketball.
Of course.
There's not enough demand.
Okay, look. Would you rather have Derrick Henry running over a 6'2", 220 linebacker or heading the ball into a soccer net?
Right.
It depends on who's kicking the ball.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. Dude, when you watch soccer highlights, there's some fucking goals that you just say, wow.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
literally.
Rafa, I think that is that's a brilliant freaking point. I think I can't believe I mean, I've probably thought that in my subconscious, but now that you say it out loud, it makes perfect fucking sense.
Of course.
But, you know, who's going to be that guy to be like, I want to do that? What 5-year-old in Compton or, whatever is saying Messi might be that dude. Messi might inspire a young generation.
Messi doesn't even speak enough English. If Beckham didn't do it, and Henry, who spoke English, and he's black, so he's of the complexion of the athlete, in reality, the ideal athlete that we see on television every day, except in baseball, because those black dudes are Dominican, right? But there's no American black baseball players that are very good besides Mookie Betts.
No, that's why I don't watch baseball either.
Are you
like me don't watch baseball?
Oh, okay. Well, anyways.
Take it easy.
By the way, CJ's black.
If you didn't know.
Yeah,
If you
he
didn't
sounds
know.
white, but he's black.
Yeah, yeah.
6'1", 225, pure chocolate.
Side note about you saying Messi don't speak English. When LeBron hugged him, everybody was like, "What are they saying to each other?"
LeBron's just talking and Messi going, Jess.
Yeah.
I feel, brother.
Thank you, brother.
I feel.
They just showed each other's bank accounts, and they're like, "Yes, we should hang out more often." When you got that much money, you don't need us. Yeah, trust me.
Soccer play. If the youth here realized how much money there is in baseball and soccer everywhere,
I think you're just talking about black youth because there is a lot of youth that play soccer.
I was going to say that.
yeah, I'm
Think
talking
about
about
it.
black youth. I'm talking about the best athletes in the country. Yes, I am.
Giannis was a huge that he played soccer. Giannis was a big soccer. Kobe loves soccer.
Yeah.
A lot of these athletes, they love soccer.
Yeah.
But Kobe lived in Italy for how long? Giannis is an international athlete.
Yeah.
Dirk, Steve Nash.
Well, I mean,
those
so
are
it's not-
international athletes.
Just like how America dominates certain sports, Europe is going to dominate soccer. It'll never be an American sport.
I don't think so.
So, I mean, it's
agree.
just, that's going to be what it is.
It will never be that because the
Never?
youth.
Ever,
it
ever,
will
ever?
never be that because the youth doesn't. You're not promoting that.
Yeah,
here.
but I do think it's going to get better when you have those like Messi. Everyone, I mean, this generation, maybe their kids would be like, look it, and then they'll put more kids into it because they're watching Messi. I think the
Black
league
people are
will
watching
get better.
Messi.
I tell you-
the first MLS soccer game I watched was with
Messi.
Place.
Yeah,
The other day, right here.
I think slowly it'll get
Here's
better.
the thing.
It's like the third one I've
This is
ever
what
watched.
I'm disappointed in Ronaldo. Imagine Ronaldo put some big stars, some obviously older because they all come, and I understand they want to play for real teams and real soccer. If Ronaldo would have came to one of the LA teams, and then you put, let's say, Suarez in New York.
You couldn't pay Ronaldo. And you have the big factor about Ronaldo that nobody seems to realize is that his wife makes money. His wife travels to fashion show here in Ibiza, this here in Germany, France, Italy, blah, blah. She can't be here. She can't be here for all that.
Beverly fucking Hills?
That's
There's
not
no
the
fucking,
same.
Come on, man.
Dude, that's
New
not
York?
the same.
New York, Paris?
It's not
What
the
do you
same thing.
mean
It's not the
no.
same thing.
New York and Paris are the same fucking thing.
That's
when it
her
comes to-
following. That's
to-
her following. Those are her people. Those are the events she goes to. Those are the ones they invite her to, etc. Blah blah blah. That's what she does. Those are that's where her family is.
There was a certain,
And on top of that, Ronaldo's son, he's pretty fucking good.
send him to Bosco.
Yeah,
There we go.
he fucking runs circles over every dude there, and it would
So
be
you don't-
pointless after
so
the first
you
day.
don't see. I mean, what the deal in Saudi for Ronaldo is 1 or 2 years.
Doesn't matter. I feel
You
like
don't
he's
think
gonna
he'll
be.
ever do the MLS thing.
Oh, it would be hard because his son is very good.
By the way,
His son's not gonna get better here.
Sonny said that you don't have to worry. He's gonna make the next Messi in America.
Yeah,
There we go. Thank you, Sonny.
yes.
There we go.
Thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, my son.
And then Cecilia said U.S. soccer needs better coaches so we can compete in the Olympics.
They've had better coaches. They've had They've had German coaches. They've had coaches from everywhere. It's just the players aren't very good. It's just what it is. They're faster, but they're not very good.
Well, explain to me this, because we were at this game at the Rose Bowl, and Pulisic, who was our best American athlete.
He's half Croatian.
Okay.
He's half
So
Croatian.
everyone's half everything in the United
He's-
States.
He could have played for the Croatian team and possibly won
Yes.
the World Cup.
My son also wrestles for Puerto Rico.
And
he-
where does he play? Where's Pulisic playing? Pulisic playing in Europe. He comes here. I was booing the shit out of him.
That's what my point was. Every time he touched the ball, he got booed.
I booed the shit out of him. But there was maybe like 32 white people out of the 80,000 at the Rose Bowl.
Not true. Not true.
92?
Maybe.
Gabe said he appreciates your representation of Dominicans.
Yes. Yes. The only Dominican boxer.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fred said, I might be wrong, but these kids on TikTok and Twitch really blowing up the sport in America. For example, Speed, he's super famous, and a lot of these kids, he's blowing up the sport. Kim Kardashian's kid is liking soccer because
He's like 5.
hey, the youth in America, right?
Is he in a camp?
Here's the thing, and
Probably.
this is why I won't say never, Rafa. This is why.
Just like Bieber.
Because we have never, ever seen athletes get paid like Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe. The contracts, even in baseball
You
and
just
basketball.
never realized it. All these dudes have been making this.
No
the
one's got
money's-
offered $700 million for 1 year.
That's from Saudi Arabia. He's not going to get that from Madrid.
I guarantee you, it has. That's why I'm saying there is a chance. There is a chance. And these teams in Europe, I know they don't pay like that. But what does Holland make at Man U?
Probably he's got to make $2 million a week,
So what's his?
or not even. No, he's got to make less than $2 million a week. Messi used to make $950,000 a week, but that's without all his deals.
So
Damn.
who do you think in the Premier League, let's say, or who's the highest paid?
They make around $750,000, $800,000 a
But
week
no, but give me
Holland makes $97.5 million.
97.
for 5 years, for the whole 5 years.
But that's
But they have so much more endorsement than they do here. Like Holland's on probably everything
True.
in Manchester and in Norway. He's probably everywhere. Ronaldo's everywhere in Portugal and Madrid and Italy.
But as the money grows, more kids will be interested because a smart dad's going to be like, F football. F being a running back.
Yeah.
Number
Dude,
one.
Freddie Adu was 14 years old.
And he
signed
sucked.
doesn't matter. He signed to DC United at 14. He was black. Nobody got the hint. They didn't get the hint.
Because he wasn't very good, though. They swung
Dude,
and
they didn't
missed.
know what.
They swung and missed on
when
Freddie
Freddie
Adu.
Adu came to play, the U.S. didn't know what was good. 100%.
80 do.
80 do.
Maybe Freddie doesn't, but 80 do. So that is. Are we still firing? That's
I know, that was a long
That's
firing.
how long you're firing. I
Damn.
think that's a great topic.
That was
Let's get into some football.
45
Some
minutes.
football.
One football to the other.
Yes.
The one where
real
they
football.
actually.
I was saying,
That's the dumbest thing
The
ever.
real football thing.
The real football, the one where only one dude on the field kicks the ball. That real football.
Have you seen the
The
commercial?
stupid ass name.
Have you seen the commercial with Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes?
Don't ever mention Trevor Lawrence in a commercial to
Oh,
me.
he's right next, but they're talking about the commercials about the real football, and every basketball player, and it's about soccer, and then even Mahomes is like, guys, the most famous people in the world are playing football,
Yeah, the real one.
the real one. That's
Yeah.
what the commercial's
and,
about.
And cricket.
Yeah, and cricket. Okay. So let's get into our favorite segment, brought to you by Custom Cars. Custom with the K, Cars with the Z. If you guys are in the market for an aftermarket vehicle, truck, work truck, Accord. Do you even have Honda Accords anymore?
We do.
Camrys. Go check this website out, customcars.com. Custom with the K, Cars with the Z. Very easy to navigate this website. Our best sponsor, and thank you to Custom Cars. Thank you to everyone that supports us. But let's get into our favorite subject, the NFL. I'm dying over here, Rafa. I'm dying. I
It's
need
like
some
45 more days or something like that.
Oh my god!
same.
Hall of Fame game next weekend.
Yeah,
No,
Yes.
next
Next week.
weekend.
Next weekend. I think it's next Thursday, right?
correct.
So it's not 45
not
more days. I
next
have one
Thursday?
more week then.
Next Thursday or Saturday?
Oh, so football season starts next week.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, I watch every preseason game. I watch all 4 quarters.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, that's me. I
He's
know.
gonna be making live bets on the Raiders and the
Yeah,
Yes.
under every fucking time. Under.
Listen, preseason. Here's a little tip.
Raiders always undefeated.
Raiders always have a good, great season
is true.
preseason,
Yeah, preseason for sure. Because you can't win when the games really count.
but we don't have a good backup quarterback this year. Always look at the best backup quarterback and bet them preseason.
Thanks for the tip.
Well, no problem. And some good backup running backs, because running backs never play the preseason as well. But let's get into it, Money. What's first on the agenda?
All right, last week we did top 5 safeties. This week we have top 5 corners.
Tough. Very, very argumentative subject here, because so many to choose from, Rafa. So many, and so many different eras, and just a ton of talent. My high school coach, which was one of the best coaches, Rob DeMiro, told me this about cornerbacks, and I believe this to be true, that the best athlete in the world in any sport is a cornerback. Wow. Imagine this, and then he explained himself. Imagine you have to cover Jerry Rice, and he knows where he's going, and he's running forwards.
You're running backwards.
You don't know where he's going, and you're running backwards. To me, that is an athletic feat that is the most difficult. It's harder than hitting a baseball. It's harder than being a professional golfer. It's harder than being a football player. To me,
Completely agree.
cornerback is the most athletic anything in all of sports. And
If you're good.
well, I mean, if you're not good, you don't play.
You don't play on the field.
Yeah. So this might as well be best athletes that ever lived.
Well,
and I don't know your list. I don't know your list, but
I didn't know Shohei Ohtani was a cornerback. Okay.
Shohei Ohtani is pretty fucking good.
yeah. But look at some of the freaking pitchers and hitters.
I would love to see Ohtani's back pedal.
Yeah, probably trip all over himself.
You know what? The next time he hits a fucking 400-foot bomb, he should just run backwards.
Backwards, right? Down.
And then flip his hip at every base.
Who's better than me?
I saw that the pinch hitter from the Mets, Vogelsang, or
Oh, he's huge.
yes. Come on, man.
It's a big boy.
He hits home runs too.
It's a big boy. Are you fucking talking shit about Ohtani?
I know I'm talking shit about. I'm saying that hitting home runs is not more athletically difficult than being a quarterback.
Ohtani hits home runs and also throws fucking 100 miles an
and
hour.
there's also
accurately.
big fat pitchers. David Wells, not
never
athletic.
threw. David Wells never threw 100.
It doesn't matter. He threw no hitter.
Perfect game, actually.
Hung over.
Perfect game.
Totally trashed. Yeah.
Might have been a perfect game.
Dave wants to start this cornerback soft thing by saying we need more white corners.
Jason Sehorn, baby.
Oh my God, he's on no one's list.
He's on my list.
He's not on your list.
He was a guy. I don't have a list, but I was going to mention him. And then
What?
he just ruined it.
Gonna make it.
You'll never
All right. Who wants to
No.
start? Who wants to start with top 5 cornerbacks?
I'll give you my list so you guys can all talk shit about it. So
Thank you.
Thank you, Rafa.
my number 5, Richard Sherman.
Yes. Compton
Richard-
Centennial.
CPT,
Richard
baby.
Sherman. That's my number 5.
Apache.
My number 4 is Champ Bailey.
Okay.
Georgia
all right.
Bulldog.
My number 3 is Charles Woodson.
Michigan.
Number 2, Rod Woodson.
Yes.
And,
Purdue.
And number 1, Deion Sanders.
Deion.
And Eddie had Deion as a top 5 athlete of all time. So he better have him on his number 1 list when you didn't name any of your other dudes on this list.
Neon Deion is not the number 1 cornerback only because, and he said he refused to tackle. He was one of the worst tacklers
I don't give a
of
fuck.
all
How
time.
is he your top 5 athletes? And not on,
He was his number 1 athlete.
He was not my number 1. I don't think.
But he
Is
was
it
in
like
your
Jim
top 5.
Thorpe or something?
It wasn't. Listen, he incredible athlete.
Jesse Owens.
But he had a segment to his game that was completely missing, and he admitted to not liking to tackle.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't have him as my number 1. Anyone else who wants to go before I give the real list?
Let's see.
Okay, here we go. So number 5, the granddad of quarterbacks, the one that really came out and showed everyone how to do it right. Richard Night Train Lane, 14-year quarterback, 68 interceptions, 14 years in the league.
When did he play?
Seven-time first team All-Pro.
Wow.
Okay, led forever.
Were there black people in the NFL at this time?
Yes, there was.
Okay.
100%.
He's
and
black?
one
Was
of
he
the
the only black dude or no?
What time period is it?
Yeah. Back in old
60s.
ancient times, in the 60s?
Civil War era.
That should count.
no. Nitrate.
Should
He was one of the first to do it, and his numbers are undeniable.
Agreed.
And I put him at 5. So all you guys,
Okay.
What team
all right.
did he play on?
All right.
the Detroit
Proceed.
Lions.
Proceed.
Detroit Lions. He actually played for
Proceed.
three or 4.
So Eddie named a dude nobody knows.
8 Mile.
Come on, man.
Someone doesn't watch NFL Network.
yes, come on. Yeah,
No,
someone
I
doesn't
don't.
have cable over here.
I don't watch NFL Network.
Number
no.
4, Rod Woodson, OG, a Pittsburgh Steeler, Defensive Player of the Year, 1993, 11 Pro Bowls, 6 first-team All-Pro, 1993 Defensive Player of the Year. You know how hard that is to do as
For
a
a corner?
corner
Yeah.
to
Very
win
difficult.
Defensive Player of the
Very
Year.
nice.
And at one point, one of the great highlights, or they used to do this thing on CBS where they used to put a bunch of athletes in Hawaii and make them do all these crazy fucking things.
I remember that.
And they would race in the sand.
Yeah.
And for 2 or 3 years, Rod Woodson was the fastest dude. And then Dion came, and it looked like
it was
Rod
over.
Woodson was standing still in the sand.
Wow.
Whoo-shoo! But anyways, that is my number 4. Number 3, Deion Sanders. Undeniable.
Can't believe
Number 3.
I cannot believe this
Number
shit.
3, because you have to be able to set the edge and make a tackle. If
I agree.
you run the sweep,
come on.
you got to sacrifice your body and turn everyone
Eddie,
inside.
I got a
agree with
safety
you, but
for that.
You put him in the top 5 of your.
Just forget about
athletes
it.
of all
Just forget
time.
about that.
Number 3.
That's illogical.
That never happened.
Number 2, Champ Bailey.
There you go.
Oh my
Georgia
God.
Bulldog, 12 Pro Bowls, 3-time first team All Pro. The quintessential
Homer pick coming.
If,
Homer pick coming.
if you could build a cornerback, I would build Champ Bailey every time. He's that guy. Number 1, C. Wood. You
Homer.
dub.
What a
You
fucking.
Get
dub.
out of here.
What a Homer pick.
Woodson.
I'm surprised 3 of us 5 were not all Raiders. To
Well,
be
I
honest,
could have.
Like, you easily could have done that.
Lester Hayes, Michael Haynes.
Lester Hayes can't even get to the fucking Hall of Fame.
He's going to. He's
Yeah,
going to.
when he passes.
Okay, listen.
he
Also, 2009 Defensive Player of the Year. About 2009. That's how good Seawood was.
Rod Woodson won one as well.
Yeah, but Seawood, different.
What different? What was different?
But Seawood, he played offense for the Raiders.
How are you arguing?
Are you
Charles Woodson?
kidding? So
It's
did
true.
Dion.
How are you arguing?
But
Charles
Dion
Woodson?
didn't tackle.
As the best fucking corner?
Charles Woodson.
He was better as a safety.
No, Charles Woodson would stick his nose.
He was better as a safety.
Was better run defender by a million.
Let me draft a corner
True.
that can run defend.
You
No,
got
that was,
to.
that was one of his.
got to.
Assets.
Okay, first of all, Charles Woodson.
Oh my God.
Think about this play.
No wonder
Maybe-
people think this is a fucking Raider podcast.
No, Rafa.
Edward, no way.
Maybe the most influential and important play ever in the NFL.
When?
Semifinals, division, conference championship in the snow. Charles Woodson comes off the edge, sacks Tom Brady. That was a fumble.
They lost.
Tom Brady admits that was a fumble.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and if they call that right,
Changes
changes the history
Changes
of
the
everything.
course of the NFL.
But it didn't.
Tom Brady.
But it didn't.
Tom Brady's dating some Cinnabon girl that works at Cinnabon.
Doesn't matter.
Sending them all.
Doesn't matter.
That's how important Charles Woodson is.
Dude, are you kidding? How many Pro Bowls did he have? Did you not write that down because it wasn't more than the other?
9.
And how many at corner?
9.
No way. No way.
That's how good he was.
9.
He went to safety and then moved back to corner because that's how good he freaking
He
was.
moved back to corner at the end of his career when he was getting burnt by everyone.
So would you not be hating on him if he put him as 2?
Where'd you put? Did you never have Charles Woodson in your 5?
I had Charles Woodson at 3.
And so I'm fucking retarded for.
Dude, you put a Raider. You literally went Homer. That's a Homer pick.
No, it's not.
You can't have Dion. When we did our athletes list, he put Dion.
He can't
It's
tackle.
a different
Rafa.
category. He's saying corner.
I gotta.
What
doesn't make any
that doesn't
sense.
make any sense.
A corner that can't tackle doesn't make any sense.
No,
putting
no.
somebody in your top 5 of all
You
athletes
literally
and not in your
started
top
this.
5.
He played baseball.
He's talking
He
about.
returned punts.
He's talking about his ability to play
Dion?
the position.
The best athlete. That's 2 different things.
Yeah.
I'm understanding his argument.
I'm
Two-
sorry.
agree.
When he started this segment, he literally said what Coach Jubilee said was that
Rob DeMiro.
DeMiro said
His father coached Loyola High School for 30 years.
that Rob DeMiro, all right, he said that the best athletes in the world are cornerbacks. You put Dion in your athletes of all time, and you don't have him as number 1.
Because he couldn't tackle and admitted
I
that
think-
I don't like to tackle. I can't have the best cornerback of all time admittedly say, I don't like to tackle and I didn't tackle.
But he can be in my top 5 athletes.
Yes.
100%,
Yes.
CJ. 100%.
Because it pertains to the position,
Yes.
the
I
role
think
of the
this is
position.
a Raider bias list.
Oh my God.
No,
It's a Raider
You
dude.
can't have Dion at number 1 because he didn't like to tackle. Very simple.
That's simple to me.
I feel like that deducts from his athleticism then.
No.
That-
It just means he's scared.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't take away from his athleticism, just the dog he has. Different.
Thank you,
Different
Eddie Money.
dog.
Someone go on.
Are
because
you
I
kidding?
crushed
Oh
my
my
top 5.
Are you kidding?
I love it, Eddie.
Thank
Love
I love it too.
Thank you.
And I hate the Raiders.
Fucking Raider.
it. We don't even have a Raiders mini helmet up here. We're
Yeah.
not even a Raiders
Yeah.
podcast.
Come on.
Come on, guy.
No, what a bias pick.
No.
Homer pick. He's also got Charles Woodson bourbon in the house.
I do. Sign bottles.
Oh shit!
Great wine, too.
Let's go to the next list. This guy's got a what is that? A ring pop on your
pop
phone?
socket.
A pop socket?
Yeah.
What are you fucking nine?
Coca-Cola.
A Raider one. Don't say it's a Coca-Cola. It's a Raider one.
It's a
Raider Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Raider, yeah.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola sponsored by Raiders.
Oh, here we go. No. The Raiders are sponsored by Coca-Cola. Run that shit back.
No, I just made it saying so like it wouldn't be a Raiders thing.
Yeah, you get it. You get it. You
Who's
get it.
next?
I'll
Who's
go.
next?
I'll go. So number 5, I have Dig Night Train Lane as well.
Nice.
Number 4, I have Charles Woodson.
Shit, that's
Bad
He
move.
Number-
he belongs.
Number 3, I got Darrell Revis Island. Number 2, I got Rod Woodson. And then number 1, I got Dion.
You got Rod at 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
With an honorable mention to Mike Haynes.
Oh, Arizona State, number 22. Great Raider corner.
That's your honorable mention?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mike Haynes was amazing.
I'm not mad at that list.
Yeah. He also missed Champ Bailey, Richard Sherman, and
I mean, there's a
Akeem
bunch.
Talib.
I've seen him.
Talib was that good. The other dude was good too.
Snatching chains.
Asamoah was better than Talib. What?
Namdi Osman was better than
The
Akeem
Namdi Asamoah.
He was one of the best corners in the league for a while.
How many years?
Yeah.
He was.
I don't give a fuck.
And he
He was
married,
the best corner at one point.
and he married someone super hot.
Well, that doesn't matter on this show, Edward. But doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Go
Are we
ahead,
ready?
TJ.
Here we go. Dion 1, Dion 2.
I wanna hear
Dion
this.
3.
Richard Sherman, number 5.
Okay.
I got Charles Woodson, number 4. Champ Bailey, number 3. Rod Woodson, number 2.
Okay.
Dion is where he needs to be at number 1.
No. I'm telling you, I'm right on this one.
Dude, when you
Eddie,
ask
Eddie,
just
you
the,
better edit the shit out of this and make me look good.
when you ask the casual fan who the best corner of all time is,
So say Dion.
always say Dion.
Yes.
I never do. I never, and I don't think he would.
Wait, did you say a casual fan?
Yeah.
He's not just a casual
Yeah,
fan, man.
come on,
You can't be
man.
talking about that's the
No,
commenters.
Eddie went straight Homer pick.
You're talking like a real IG
Yeah,
comment
you
right
know
now.
that's a Homer
My
pick.
gosh.
You know that's a Homer
You
pick.
had him at 3.
Yes, I believe he's top 3.
Yes.
I just don't think he's number 1.
My
I don't think
reasoning
he's
is-
not even the best fucking Woodson.
Wow.
He's not better than.
there,
Are you
buddy.
kidding? You act like Rod was a bum.
Rod also went to safety for a long time.
Yeah,
as well.
in Baltimore when he was done.
Yeah. I think freaking, I mean, that's how good Charles was. He was, the reason they moved him to safety because
he couldn't guard anyone
he
anymore?
was more dynamic
He
at
couldn't
safety.
guard anybody anymore.
No.
Gabe has his top 5.
What do you got, Gabe? Dominicano.
So number 5, he has Xavier Howard.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my God.
Here we go.
What?
Number
Jalen Ramsey next?
number 4, he has Richard Sherman. 3, he has Darrell Revis. 2, Night Train, and then 1, Prime Time.
Oh, my God. This guy doesn't even have a Woodson.
He doesn't have either Woodson.
Wow.
Who
Wow.
who was his first pick? Number 5?
Xavier Howard, he's a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
It's
He
because you got
also-
paid. Doesn't mean
He
you're
also
that good.
asked for Brandon Browner.
Oh, Brandon Browner,
Brandon
Pacoima.
Browner, yes.
Pacoima.
Cleveland Browns, too, right?
Well, he grew up in Pacoima. Crazy dude, by the way.
Jay, your mother's asking for your top 5.
I don't have a top 5.
Wow.
I don't.
Come on, Jay.
Come on,
I'm
Jay.
not that big of a Dion fan.
Okay, what
not.
about
I'm
Charles?
not.
Rod?
Charles Rod.
Or Champ.
I would say Champ.
Did
I
you
don't know
not?
about-
Did you not play corner in high school?
Come on, baby.
All fucking
playing
5
with
foot
no-
6
I mean-
of them. Are you kidding?
Right
There we go.
there you go. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand the hate. 'Cause you just said you're talking about Rod Woodson like he's a bum. You're talking about Charles Woodson as if he's a
He's
bum.
my third
Which
best.
you usually do all the time.
I think he's the third best corner. I don't think he's number one.
It's not egregious for Eddie to say he's number 1.
I can't.
Hey, when you Google anyone's top 5 list,
That's Google.
dude, if you look up millions of lists in the top 10, nobody has Woodson even in the top 3.
Someone call Richard Dice. Get Richard Dice on the hotline.
Oh, Richard Dice is 44 Coors Light in. Look at it. It's
By the
almost
way,
7 o'clock.
Gabe said you're in his top 5, Jay.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Look at Gabe.
My reason.
He knows.
He replaced you for Xavier Howard.
My reasoning for Dion, I have a legit reason, a legit factual.
Factual
I don't.
football.
I find your
reason.
list. I find it fine about Dion not tackling. What is the deal with putting Charles over Rod?
Because I believe he was better. Boom. Both defensive,
Obviously, but
both defensive players of the year. Charles Woodson, first Heisman player ever, defensive player to ever win a Heisman. Okay, that doesn't mean anything to you. Come on, man.
in college, Jason White won the fucking Heisman. He didn't get drafted as a quarterback.
Yeah, but to win it as a defensive player, that's how special Charles was.
In college.
And in the NFL.
Okay. I
And in
don't
the
know.
NFL.
I don't know. Dion went to a team and won a fucking Super Bowl, and then went to another team and won the Super Bowl again.
Well,
He was key.
he was going to the best teams.
Maybe.
100%.
You might be right.
Yes, 100%. But thinking about switching teams, let's talk about a certain running back, Saquon Barkley. Said he had an epiphany today, and why he signed. I don't know. I didn't read.
What did he say?
I didn't see that.
No, he said,
Really?
that he went to bed after the meeting and had an epiphany, and that's why he signed. But let's get into it, Eddie. What's the story?
So he signed for a 1-year, $11 million contract. Has a $2 million sign-on bonus and $900,000 in incentives.
Yes, the day after the meeting.
It was a bullshit meeting.
A bullshit.
I told you that was a bullshit meeting.
By the way, that meeting, it was
Eckler.
Derrick Henry started the group chat, and Austin Eckler was the host for the Zoom calls.
Yes.
Another dude trying to get paid.
Chubb was on there. Listen, all these guys.
I think like all the starting running backs were on there.
They all have a dilemma. And I believe Saquon did not help out the situation. I don't disagree with Saquon taking it, but we're going to get into an argument over this. But Saquon took the deal. I'm happy he's playing. It is what it is. We've talked about this, at length, and what our we all know where we stand on this, that running backs are being devalued. I don't think it's a bad deal. And I heard Saquon said this, is that there's someone saying that he wants to be franchised next year, because if you're franchised 2 years in a row, you get a 20% bump in pay. So next year they franchise him, boom.
Yeah, 20%.
So 12.
So now it goes from 11
13,
or 12 to
yeah.
14.
Yeah. So, good for him. Good for them.
I
for
think
the Giants.
going from 1 week saying he's willing to set out a whole camp if he wants to, and then signing it the next day.
Bro, he realized, you are not him. He was different. All the other dudes, bro, you're replaceable as fuck.
No, agreed.
Like literally. And then I saw some idiot, tell your kids not to want to become running backs.
I think that was me.
No. Well, I don't know if it was you, but if you're 9 years old, hey, son, what do you want to be when you grow up? A fireman, a policeman, and a fucking running back. Which one makes more money over career? 1 year of $12 million makes 10 times more than what they make in a career as a fireman or as a policeman. Quit crying. You're replaceable. You are sorry, but you're replaceable. Every year they prove it. 7th round pick, this guy's starting the Super Bowl. 5th round pick, he's running the ball everywhere. You're replaceable. Get over it. Take what you get and don't get upset.
I agree.
I want to argue that. I want to say sore left tackles, but that's not true.
Not true.
It's not true. We'll see it this year. And if moving on to the next topic, Josh Jacobs, Eddie Money, the big story came out today.
Supposedly, the Raiders offered him a $12 million
And he said no?
And he said no.
He said no.
Remember how
He actually flew out of Vegas, I believe.
Remember at last year, at the end of the year, he's a Raider guy and blah, blah, blah.
Whoa.
That's what he did to the Raiders.
listen,
Sorry.
I mean,
I'm wondering where his head at now. because
Everyone's a me guy.
Mitchell Renz, being in the Raider community as I am, deeply in the community. There's a bunch of like YouTubers. Probably the most popular one who has an actual job through Chat Sports is Mitchell Renz, and Mitchell Renz has been saying it since day one. And a lot of Raider fans were giving him shit, saying, Mitchell Renz came out and said, this is not just the Raiders' fault. This is also Josh Jacobs' fault. And everyone's like, Mitchell Renz, you're a homer, this and that. And then the story comes out that they offered him $12 million. And I believe Saquon and Pollard said they would have signed $12 million in a heartbeat. They both came out and said it. And listen, there's guys waiting in the wings. I hope Josh, a lot of people, Mitchell Renz says he needs to fire his agent and rethink this, because although I believe Josh Jacobs is extremely talented and one of the best running backs in the league, like Rafa said, they're just very replaceable.
Yeah.
And
Sucks, but they are.
And I hope that he gets some good advice. I hope you have his number, Rafa. I hope that you can convince him to come back. $12 million is not a disrespectful offer.
No, of course not.
Especially when you just saw, listen, put $2 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
And take the freaking. I mean, look what Dak did with all those franchise tags, and also
Kirk Cousins.
They made a killing.
The king of franchise.
They made a killing because although you don't have a lot of control, right, and you don't have a lot of security, you will get paid millions of dollars, and $10.1 million is and Josh Jacobs is a notoriously frugal guy. Everyone knows the story. Was homeless, lived in the suburban, very humble. And I know he feels disrespected, but now he should not feel disrespected.
Well, if Saquon took the money, and
yes,
we know that he was more important to a playoff team.
Yes, he needs to swallow some pride and say, maybe I'm just getting some bad advice.
I agree with you.
And what do you think, Eddie? What do you think?
I'm waiting on his epiphany.
Yeah, right? Right? I mean, and here's the thing. He's in Vegas. Imagine that $11 million that Saquon's getting in New York, which is more tax. Is it more tax than freaking California even?
They're right there.
They're right there. He's probably getting $12 million is way more in Vegas, right? Than $9 million is probably more in Vegas than 11 is in New York.
I'm sure, absolutely.
And that's also something you have to take into consideration, Josh.
Yeah,
Josh,
for sure.
The fans are gonna churn on you, Josh. They're gonna churn quickly. We love you. You showed up and showed out. You played hurt, but you're talking about a bunch of construction workers. You're talking about guys that work at the port. You're talking about a very humble fan base that the Raiders are. We love you, but $12 million is something that you should really consider and rethink this, because don't do what Le'Veon Bell did.
Who regretted it?
Who said he regretted it? When you offered $10 million, $12 million a year, that is the top 1% of 1% of 1%. And I know everyone has an ego, but sometimes, hopefully, like I said, he gets some good advice, rethinks his situation. If you have to fire your freaking agent because your agent, he gets paid on how much you get paid, then you got to do what you got to do, Papa. And listen, everyone has galvanized on the Raiders. Max Crosby, they're not going against, they all love Josh, but no one has come out and said, we're doing him wrong. No one has come out. And and trust me, every reporter in Vegas has asked that question. Where do you stand on this? Oh, I love Josh, but, it is what it is. That's his personal shit. He's not being disrespected. Josh Jacobs is not being disrespected, is my point.
I like it. Clip all of that.
Yeah,
it's a plea.
That's a nice little YouTube video.
As a plea to Josh Jacobs.
It is.
And send it to him.
But I'm telling you, a week or two, the fans are going to turn.
Oh, easy.
The fans are gonna churn.
I think after the first preseason
You know,
game.
it's funny. The day, like first day of training camp, when Josh Jacobs didn't report, I follow Raiders Daily, and they reposted like someone made like an edit of Zamir White. They were like, "All right, next man up."
Next man up, man.
That's it. That's how it
Next
is.
man
I'm
up.
actually surprised your fan base didn't turn after he didn't accept his contract. I thought
They're
Raiders
churning.
fans are going to be
They're,
done.
they're slow. They're slow.
My dad,
Some
my
of them still
dad's
love
a
Derek Carr.
diehard Raiders fan. He was like, I'm done with this dude.
They're churning. They're 100% churning. And listen,
I'll stand by him.
once a Raider, always a Raider. And we drafted you in the first round. A lot of people didn't see that, right? He was a pick and talented, but let's bring it home, Papa.
Yeah.
What else we got, Eddie? What's your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts on this, Eddie Money?
I just wish he signs a contract so we have him, lock him up. We got Jimmy G back. He's in camp now.
Have fun with
He's
that.
throwing Adams. We're gonna be
Look
good.
at the
Huh?
hate. Look at the hate.
The hey dog.
Have fun with
Speaking of new players on new teams, Jalen Ramsey out 6 to 8 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, with a meniscus injury. By the way, first thing Gabe said when he got in here, he said, "Rest in peace, Jalen Ramsey meniscus." He's gonna be back for our playoff run.
Oh, man.
Miami
to
Dolphins
be there.
2024 Super Bowl champs.
Man, they paid Jalen a shit ton of money. I know I wanted him, but not at that price. And that's the thing, man. First day of practice, which there was a ton of injuries. Yeah. First day, a lot of knees. I know we're gonna get into some other stuff, but man, that's
Let's get into that other stuff after a break, though. What do you think?
where are we at?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Let's do a break.
let's
Right
do-
now? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll be
let's do a
back in
little break.
5 minutes. Or
Oh,
2 minutes.
now it's 5
No,
minutes.
is
on
it,
this
is it 2? Is it 2?
Two.
All right, it's 2
No,
minutes. We'll be
no,
back. 2
you
minutes.
gotta give him more.
Do 3.
I just need 2.
Three.
Take 2. Eddie's coming in. Eddie's coming in.
Well, we have a chopper flying over, so we can.
I want to apologize in advance.
I didn't make it in time.
Well, you had to go to the further restroom.
Oh, Nike.
Almost dropped that bottle of Caymans.
Almost, Papa.
I didn't.
Almost doesn't count. Almost doesn't count. So, thank you everyone for being patient. I had to go to the west wing of my 1,800 square foot mansion.
4,000.
Want to bring this in a little bit? I want to
Yeah.
apologize, guys. I never have to use the restroom like that, but trying to be a cleaner human.
Rafa zoomed off.
Yes.
I want to be a better person.
I like
So,
that, right?
I just want to be less of a person.
Me too, which is you have to drink water to do it.
Oh yeah, Gabe was like, "What's in? Is he drinking a 40 in there?" And I was like, "Nah, he got H2O in there." And he's like,
H2O, baby.
And he was like,
And I'm letting people down. Fuck.
"He's like H2O, like the Henny 20."
Yeah. 20 years age.
I'm sorry, dude. Where
So,
do we
Eddie
see?
Money, take us back. Where do we leave off
We're
on?
on quarterback talk. So Aaron Rodgers, he took a pay cut of $35 million for a new contract, 2 years, $75
I
million.
knew that was gonna.
Dude.
Giving the Jets a little.
What do you think?
So here's the thing. This is not deferred money. This is not money going to get paid down the road. And I'll only say this real quick. I said this when everyone said that it wouldn't work in Vegas. I said Aaron Rodgers had come out and said that he would restructure his contract. Never. And a lot of people are confused. Never, ever. This dude said no to $35 million.
He's in it to win it.
This is
100%.
This is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan did this. Tom Brady did this, but not $35 million. Aaron Rodgers should be hailed as a effing hero. He's not getting enough credit. A lot of people are like, oh, he has a side deal with the Jets ownership and this bullshit and that bullshit.
No, that can't be done.
There's so many people that hate fucking Aaron Rodgers, for the I'm immunized bullshit, the I don't talk to my family bullshit. To me, this dude pulled a G freaking move and he said, let's win. I'm giving back $35 million fucking dollars. By the way, that's more than fucking Saquon and Josh Jacobs combined. This is a G move, and he's not getting enough credit for it. And I can't wait to see Hard Knocks. I'm fired up about it.
It's gonna be exciting.
I'm
When does it start?
calling this now. I said he was my dark horse to win MVP. I'm all in.
It's not that dark.
I'm all in on the Jets. I'm all in on Aaron Rodgers. If you guys have seen the highlights with Garrett Wilson and
those
Sauce.
highlights. What about the other kid?
Sauce.
The other kid they drafted.
Oh shit! I mean,
Did you see that? The rookie? That was a beautiful grab in the back of the end zone too.
I think a happy Aaron Rodgers, a motivated Aaron Rodgers
Will be-
It's dangerous.
Although there was the funniest shit I've ever seen. They showed Aaron Rodgers in the Jets uniform. It said it looked like a kid Halloween costume on an 8-year-old. It looked exactly like that. Like he doesn't look good in shoulder pads whatsoever.
It's kind of weird too.
It's just he looks awkward as F. But dude, you know how I loved me some Detroit Lions last year.
Oh yeah. No, you're a Jets fan this year.
Yeah, my dad, by the way, short, upset Puerto Rican man. Yes, always been a Jets fan. The Joe Namath thing. But what's your thoughts, Rafa? I got a hero, man.
Oh, I'm excited for the Jets to not win the division and lose to the Bills probably.
Come on, man.
But there's excitement. I mean, Wilson's going to be amazing. He was already good last year, and he didn't have a quarterback.
But I'm retort to the Aaron Rodgers, like, just don't skip over him giving back $35 million.
I'm not, but I'm going to tell you what all the people online and all the haters are, oh, he's in New York. He's going to get it back from the media. You had some dumbass like Eddie Money said, oh, he's got a side deal.
Okay, but
Why
it's
does
not,
Eddie
it's
Money have
not
to be a dumbass?
It's not on the
No,
books.
not Eddie Money, not him. That some guy said. Some guy said that he's got a side deal, right?
Oh,
That's what someone said.
a bunch of
Okay,
guys
but
are
it doesn't
saying.
matter because it's not on the books. It's not affecting the team. So
Right,
There
but
would
he
be a
doesn't have a. You
huge-
can't have a side
It'd be
deal
a
like
huge
that.
violation.
A huge.
oh yeah,
but
of course.
people are going to say he's going to make back the money through all the
Bullshit.
sponsors and all that. No,
It's a risk. Let's say he gets hurt.
I'm just saying what people are going to say.
yeah.
I agree with you. I think
they're
he made
saying
it.
it.
Oh, they're already saying it. Okay, so then boo-hoo to me. But
you
I
hear-
think it's amazing for him to take that pay cut.
Yeah.
Bro, like he's just literally showed you he wants to win. He's already probably the leader on
You
the team.
think fucking Devontae Adams is slapping Dave Ziegler, GM of the Raiders, in the back room like, I told your ass.
Speaking of that, I forgot. That was my original fact, which I totally forgot. There was a rumor after that report came out that he took a $35 million cut. That that Devontae Adams apparently wants to go play with him in the Jets, and like there's going to be a trade.
Super
And then
Bowl.
like 24 hours later, it's like shut down automatically.
Dude, I'm telling you,
I was like, that would have been
100%.
my firing. That dumbass.
Devontae Adams was upset about the Garoppolo thing. He came out the first day. He said, we're not on the same page. And then Devontae Adams, being the highest paid dude on the team, walked it back, became the leader. He did all the right things. But I promise your ass, Devontae Adams was like, I told your ass.
I hate that walking back shit.
No,
You said it.
no.
That's it. You fucking
stand
meant
on
it.
it.
No.
Oh, my bad. You
Stand on
meant
it.
it.
No, he did mean it. But you're the leader of the you're the face of the franchise. He did the right thing.
Listen, I don't think the Rodgers deal got done with the Raiders because in reality, even if he comes to the Raiders, they're not ready to win. Even
But
with Rodgers.
he wanted to come to the Raiders.
We don't know that.
Oh yes, we
We
did.
don't know that.
Rodgers wanted to come to the Raiders. So did Tom freaking Brady. Wanted to come to the
Well,
Raiders.
that one we know.
And you know, GMs, they thought that they couldn't afford him, which everyone said, how are you going to pay this dude $50 million? Well, apparently you don't. And he did say, I will restructure.
If
No one
Rodgers
thought he
comes
would
to the
do it.
Raiders, it's not the same situation as the Jets. The talent is not even close.
What?
What?
On offense, yes. Not on defense. On offense, 100%.
On defense,
Well, yeah.
Rodgers doesn't want to go to a bum-ass team at the end of his career. Are you kidding?
Jets are
you
the-
guys are fucking bums,
The
dude.
only freaking team that is considered more of a bum than the Raiders is the Jets.
We know that's a lie.
Not this year, but for years.
No.
The
We're
big-
talking
the
about
bigger-
right now.
The bigger joke for the last 20 years has been the Jets.
Oh, I hate the Jets 100%, almost as much as the Cowboys. But right now, when you're deciding, when you're going forward, right? When you're going forward, when you're looking at the team overall, what's a better team without Rodgers from the beginning? You're looking top to bottom, offense, defense.
Yeah, no.
The Jets' defense is far superior.
True.
Far superior.
Top
How
five.
many short fields is Rodgers going to have? How many games is he going to have to put up 30 to win? Not many, if any.
Well,
Maybe a Buffalo game, maybe a Miami game if Tua is on the field.
and, it's interesting to see Rodgers and Zach Wilson running onto the field together. Like, slap hands, slap hands, slap
Zach
hands.
Wilson-
I don't think
Zach-
Rodgers cares.
There's nothing going on.
I
That,
think Zach Wilson's gonna benefit from
100%. I said that the other day. He's gonna in 2 years, he will be so much better
Yes.
Then yeah, of course.
than what he is.
That
and
just
he's
makes
gonna-
sense.
And when you see him back there, he's gonna pick up on certain Rodgers things.
The funniest shit I think I've ever seen was Zach Wilson in New York at the draft. He's with like the top 5 picks, and guys are doing their thing, and he's looking back and he's taking a step
Oh,
back.
yeah.
He feels so uncomfortable.
I know, it's
freaking
perfect. I remember that.
hilarious.
I remember you talking
Like
about
that just shows. Yeah, I played quarterback at Utah.
BYU.
BYU.
Well, let's not forget Rodgers sat in the room for a long while.
He did.
So let's not forget that either.
He did.
And when Rodgers sat behind Favre, you can see Rodgers. In Rodgers, there's a little bit of Favre in him. I think Zach Wilson, when you see him in a couple of years, he might do well and pick up enough in practice where you can trade him next year or whatever. You never know. I wouldn't, but
yeah, he was a
he
train
can
wreck
pick
last
up
year.
things from Rodgers.
He said a lot of stupid shit.
Well, dude, imagine he's a 20-something-year-old kid in front of
Yeah.
the media, and he's the number one he's their
Yeah.
quarterback,
Yeah.
right? On a team that you should be winning games, not losing games 6-3.
And top 5 media team.
Yeah,
Top two, right?
Top 2. That media is no
They're
joke.
brutal.
In New York. They're brutal, and yeah.
But
think-
I love what Rodgers did. It just shows, like you said, his character different. Right?
I hope it changes the narrative,
His persona.
of Aaron Rodgers, the chap ass, the guy who's misunderstood.
That never bothered me. Did it bother you?
That doesn't bother me
Dude,
either. It's
it
football.
it. Never
bothered-
bothered me.
Dude,
It
okay,
bothers you?
no, it never bothered me. But think about the biggest personality in what's his name, Manhattan Beach.
Matt Leinart?
No, he's a radio show. Dude, he hates
Oh, John Ireland.
not John Ireland, Colin Cowherd.
Oh, he lives in Manhattan Beach too?
Yes.
Does every white person in
Yes.
live near a beach?
Does Zach?
Zach's Huntington Beach.
Huntington
Seal
Beach.
Beach.
Yeah.
The other 2 white dudes on the radio are Manhattan Beach.
Luke is from Seal Beach.
Yeah, Seal Beach.
Yeah, but Luca has a little bit of El Salvadorian in
Yeah,
him,
he's-
so they
he's-
didn't let him into Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, he's like, bro, are you
That's why
mixed?
Zach was in.
Richard Jefferson is our one mixed dude in Manhattan
Yeah.
Beach. Everyone else, you
And
gotta
he's-
go.
Him and Liner are like the mayor of Manhattan Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Matt Leinart. Shout out to Matt Leinert's Instagram.
Dude, if you guys don't follow Matt Leinert's Instagram,
Clip this for Matty.
he is hilarious. Dude got fucking better looking jackass. Yeah, I
Hey,
hate.
Eddie
But his
hates
son-
good-looking men.
I
But
do.
his son goes to
Really?
Eddie looks at men, and if they're good-looking, he's like, oh.
Yeah.
But Matt Leinart's son goes to the red team.
Yeah. Well, I
He
mean,
went to Modern Day.
I don't care.
dude,
Come on,
Have you ever been into the modern day basketball gym?
Yeah.
And then you go into that little side Hall of Fame. It's like,
It's crazy.
am I at fucking Notre Dame?
Yes,
What the
yeah, it's
fuck is this? Their alumni is,
And now they can add Bryce Young right to that.
yeah, big time. Guarantee they don't have it at Cathedral High.
No,
Yeah.
I doubt it.
No,
They
but
have Jay as a cornerback right there.
yes.
And a volleyball
Take it
player.
easy.
Yes.
All
Star.
5'6" and a quarter.
Star.
Star volleyball player.
At 5'6"
Get
and a
it
quarter.
right,
Oh,
Rafa.
with the 50-inch vertical, but that's neither here or there.
Stop it.
Well,
50
when
is
is-
just get the fuck out of here.
when is-
okay, you did it. You started it.
when is the first episode of because I can't wait.
It's got to be next week.
Yes. It has to be, God, is it Tuesday? Tell me it's
No way.
Tuesday.
August 8th, Tuesday. So
But
next
not,
week, but
not
next
next
week.
Tuesday.
Oh,
The Tuesday
I
after.
gotta wait.
After the Hall of Fame game.
That is my favorite show. I watched the Browns. I watch reruns of Hard Knocks. I do. I think it's the best show in the world.
Well,
And,
okay.
let's transitioning to great quarterbacks.
Yeah, Justin Herbert is now the most paid quarterback. 5 years, 262.5.
Overrated.
No, he's not
Clap,
overrated.
clap, clap.
It was a meme where it was like all that money just to be 8-9 at the end of the year.
It's,
When was he 8-9?
It was
Dude.
a meme. I didn't make it.
When? Well, you fucking quoted it.
he blew
You
it.
can't
it's
quote
funny.
shit and not say it.
It's funny.
What
It's
was,
stupid.
What was the lead that he blew against
He
the
didn't
Jags?
blow it. The coach sucked dick.
28 or
20?
20.
It was 27-0.
Don't tell me he didn't blow it. I'm sorry.
It was the it
You're
was the
the
coach.
quarterback of no. He was bad in that second half. And your quarterback, most hated quarterback, was brilliant.
Carr?
Oh my
Do
god.
you think this? No, Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, Trevor.
Yeah.
Garbage.
So do you think the next quarterback up, the only one who hasn't got paid yet, is Joe Burrow?
Yeah, he's gonna get
He-
paid.
He's going to get paid.
He just got injured in camp.
Doesn't
Calf
matter.
injury though.
Looked
He will
really
be
bad.
out for several weeks.
Several weeks. He did have a sleeve on his calf, and they did say that he had tightness in his calf before the injury. My question to you, Rafa, is this: if you are now Joe Burrow's freaking agent, do you let him come back without a contract extension?
It's just the calf. It's a couple weeks injury. He's gonna get paid no matter what.
Joe B, right, already went through a bad ACL injury. And everyone knows he's under contract, right? But everyone was talking extension. If I'm his agent, I say now, listen, no bullshit. We're not coming back till we get an extension. You saw what just happened. Everyone almost crapped their pants.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude is a star in the NFL. I don't let him come back out.
You can't do that.
Why can't you do that? He deserves it more than most everyone. He took the
He
fucking
deserved-
Bengals
He
to
deserves
the
it.
Super Bowl, Papa.
Yes, he deserves it. I agree. But let's just say he gets hurt. Let's say this calf injury is bigger than what it is, and he doesn't play until week 7, 8, or 9.
Damn.
Yeesh.
And he doesn't have a deal. In week 7, are you not playing, or what are you doing?
I want an extension.
For me, if I'm Joe Burrow, I've already showed you what I can do coming back from a torn ACL. If the Bengals don't pay me, somebody else is going to pay me. And they're going to pay me all the money. Because I tore my ACL, and I came back, and I went to the Super Bowl. I went to AFC title game. I can beat Mahomes. I can show you. I beat Mahomes. You got to pay me no matter what.
Listen,
Agreed. I think he's gonna get 5 year 265.
Yeah, he'll get a little bit more,
He
and
should
then
get
so
more.
on. And
he
then 2 years.
deserves
You
more.
think he's gonna be 5,270?
He deserves more than Herbay.
265 is probably.
Dude, it's just the way it is. It's this guy gets a little more, and this guy gets a little more, and we know that Mahomes deserves all of it. But
I heard a good argument.
yeah, Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls.
So no. So listen.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I don't know him. Never heard of him.
When Joe Burrows does get paid, Mahomes will be like the 4th or 5th highest paid quarterback, and he's obviously the best,
Oh, we know
right?
that.
But I heard an argument today that if I'm Mahomes, I do not fight to be the highest paid.
I heard a quote that Mahomes doesn't care about the money anymore. He just wants to be.
Oh,
just
he
wants
makes
to
so
win.
much.
He wants to think about this. At this point with Mahomes, it's about legacy. He's and I hate to admit this to this guy over here. He's on track. Okay, he's on track to being a GOAT, one of the best that ever played. He's not there yet.
No,
but he's on.
knocking on the
He's
door.
on track. You do not ask for $10 million more. You got to be a little bit farsighted. You have to say, let me win 4 or 5 more championships, and I will never have to buy a beer or a rib or a fucking coleslaw in Kansas City or anywhere, and you will be, Joe Montana. You will be Tom Brady for the rest of your life.
I
Well,
just
Tom
came from
Brady-
Kansas City. Those people are obsessed with Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah,
I
Tom Brady
thought
was
you were
never.
gonna say with ribs and
I don't
coleslaw.
even think he needs to win that many more. I mean,
I agree. I agree, 100%.
Oh, I hate this argument. Let's
No,
not go
I think-
there.
I'm not saying that
100%.
I think
How can you be considered the GOAT and Tom Brady has more championships than you?
It's just,
it's
I don't know how to
different.
explain it, but
It's I'm sorry.
It's just different. I
Yeah,
think.
I love this coming
dominating.
from you.
Yeah,
I love
I
this coming from you because that's the LeBron
I know
argument.
the world
I was gonna say-
is off its axis when Jay and Rafa agreed. It's like
No,
dude,
look,
it spins a little bit differently.
Mahomes is in the LeBron lane of like he doesn't have to have the best records, but people already think of him as the GOAT.
Of course.
So Brady had to deal with that and win.
no, not the GOAT. No,
Okay, my bad.
coming.
Not the GOAT, but upcoming.
Sure.
Yeah,
Where,
no,
where he doesn't need a match like
Brady.
LeBron doesn't need to match Jordan.
Bullshit.
I don't-
Bullshit.
That's your opinion. I said here months ago that I think if Mahomes wins 4, I think he will be the greatest quarterback of all time.
They would say that.
Can I take another bathroom break? I gotta go fucking puke.
I think people would label him that. Yeah.
When you watch him on the field,
So annoying.
do you,
It's the worst thing
It's
ever.
so annoying.
does he
He's
not?
annoying.
Are you kidding? You don't think he's the best?
Oh, I'm looking at him like he's the best, but he's tearing apart my defense. That's why it's annoying. I hate watching.
No, you guys don't get to play him. You guys don't get there.
Yeah,
You guys just get to the conference.
We've
Yeah.
gotten there more
championship.
recently than your team has.
That's a
Easy,
Niner Raider
easy,
talk
easy.
that we don't even know why the Raiders are even in the
Fred
conversation.
says Mahomes is already the GOAT to BH.
Well, Fred's
He
gonna
also
reach
calls Michael Jordan Mickey Jordan.
Mickey Jordan. Yeah, Fred's reaching because Fred thinks that all the athletes now are so much better than the athletes before. And in reality, he does have a point because
some
nobody
truth
gives
to
a
that.
fuck that Terry Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls, and he's not even considered top 5 all time. And he won 4 Super Bowls.
Played behind the steel curtain.
Nobody cares that he won 4 Super Bowls.
It's true, but listen, before Joe Montana, he was considered one of the best. And then Joe Montana
boom, not
came.
anymore.
And then Joe Montana came. And
Dan Marino, who's a top 3 quarterback all time, and he never won the Super Bowl.
Yes.
You're going to tell me that Patrick Mahomes with 4 Super Bowls in this era is not the best?
He don't have 4 Super Bowls, Papa, so I don't have
But
to worry
he's
about
also-
that right now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when we get there,
When we get there. Jinx his ass.
if he gets there, I think he will be the best of all time.
By the way, he just lost his number 1 receiver.
Does that
to
matter?
a knee- I'm just saying, like,
Does that
it's
matter?
funny. I'm just
He showed you last year that it didn't matter. And it doesn't matter because he's that good.
unfortunately, yeah.
No,
Unfortunately, yeah. No,
listen.
statistically, yes.
Mahomes, and he did say this, I would not be the quarterback I am without my coach.
Yeah, everybody says
You
that.
think he could do a Brady and win with a different coach?
That would be the ultimate test of goatness.
That's
because
not
Brady.
oh my God.
Brady did that.
Brady did that, and they stacked the team. They stacked the defense. They stacked the offense. They stacked the team. Brady's team
It doesn't
was
matter.
stacked.
It doesn't matter.
Just a question.
He did it. He did it. He went to another team
no.
and he did it, Papa.
And Mahomes doesn't need to do it. If he wins 4 or 5 championships on the Chiefs, bro, there's no denying it.
If it's 6.
I know
So
it-
wait,
maybe
is
it's
it that he is the best? If he gets 4 rings, is it that he is the best, or people would consider him that?
To me,
off
he's
of-
the best. When I watch him on the field, to me, there's three quarterbacks all time. For me, this is my opinion.
Okay, what is it?
That are the best. Or maybe Marino's not 3. But for me, it was Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes, and Aaron Rodgers. Skill-wise, all around.
I was about to say,
Peyton
he just
Manning,
mentioned it, 'cause
Peyton
that was
Manning
horrible
changed the
3.
game. I'm sorry. Peyton Manning changed the game. If Peyton Manning was on the Patriots, he would have fucking 7 Super Bowls.
I'll give you Peyton Manning.
Are you kidding? What about Aaron Rodgers?
No, because there was a dude named Dan Marino and John Elway.
Elway
Those
as well.
two
Elway is.
are better than the other two that you mentioned.
Wow, man. I don't know if Elway is better than Mahomes. And I love Elway, but I don't know if he's better than Mahomes. Mahomes
It's
just proved.
recent.
It's not.
bias.
Forget recent.
I don't think
Bro, he lost his best receiver, arguably the best receiver in the league at that time, or top 3. We know he was.
So it doesn't matter how he played in the Super Bowl where he lost.
Yeah, he lost one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bro, fucking Brady lost to
3.
Eli twice. He lost to Eli. He lost to Big Weenie Nick.
I'm saying how he played.
Dude, he lost to Tampa. That defense was fierce.
And he played.
Sounds like a LeBron fan.
Oh my
Sounds
god.
like a LeBron fan.
Dude, you guys are Raider fans, so you have a bias, and you guys hate Mahomes. If Mahomes was on the Eagles, you guys would be like,
I know. As a
I
Raider
would still
fan,
say he looks annoying. And
as a Raider fan,
he's not annoying.
we hated Tom Brady. I have no problem saying that.
It's
Tom,
not the same.
What do you mean it's not the
It's
same?
not the same.
The Raider fans despise Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
I have
You know
no
what?
problem saying that Tom Brady's the GOAT.
I never hated Tom
Because
Brady.
he's not in your division. He's not everybody has a problem with the guy who's threatening to be the best. Everyone has that problem. LeBron James, Patrick Mahomes. You're threatening to be the best.
Listen,
Sorry, but
Mahomes is the best right now. My issue is people crowning him saying that he's the GOAT over
I was-
Tom Brady right
I was
now.
going to say, I think there's 2 different
Accurate.
conversations
Yes.
happening.
I don't think he's the
versus
whole.
the best.
I don't think he's the best right now, all
Okay.
time.
Well, you're saying he's not the GOAT right now.
Well,
No.
that's why.
Yes.
That's why I said if he gets 4 rings, is it that people are going to be like, "Oh, he's the best," or is
Listen.
it? Is
There's a
it?
difference. I don't think he's going to be considered the GOAT, but I think he's the.
I know that a lot of you guys, I know you went to Cathedral and I went to Alameda. I know there's a lot of mathematically challenged people here. But 4 is not as good as 7.
I don't
Roll your
I don't
eyes all
consider
you
that.
want.
Who's? Give me your 3 best quarterbacks of all time. Boom, shoot them out. Shoot them out.
Dan Marino, John Elway, and Peyton Manning.
Those are your 3 best of all time.
Yeah.
You know how many Super Bowls they have? 4. That list between the 3 guys have 4.
The most talented, they're the most
You
talented.
said those were your best. Those are your 3 best quarterbacks of all time. They have 4 combined Super Bowls. You're going to sit up here and tell me that Patrick Mahomes with 4 Super Bowls, one guy, you're going to tell me he's not better than Tom
Talking
Brady
about-
with 7?
No.
You just said Peyton Manning is better than Brady with 2.
Peyton Manning had to fucking play fucking Tom Brady.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
But you just said it.
who does
He
fucking
needs more
Mahomes?
time.
If he needs more time, he's proven to you this last season, losing his best receiver and arguably one of the best in the league. I don't like him.
It's the schemes. It's the coach.
Oh, it's always something. It's
is.
always something.
It
It's
is.
the
It
scheme.
is. It
It's
is.
the East. It's this. Guess who he plays in the Super Bowl? The NFC.
Do you think Kansas City is dominating with Alex Smith like this?
No, it's no.
No, they're not.
By the way,
so it's not the scheme. It's
2 weeks ago?
I mean,
2
Did
weeks
Donovan
ago?
McNabb win a Super Bowl? Or did I miss that? Did I fucking miss that?
2
Did
weeks
Michael
ago.
Vick win a
Hold on.
Super Bowl?
Hold on.
Did I miss that?
Hold on.
he got better.
2 weeks ago, 2 in the morning, woke up, watched NFL Network. I wanted to take a picture.
I think you texted us.
Yes. Alex Smith was doing his thing against the Raiders. And who was on the sideline? Patrick Mahomes.
As a rookie.
As a rookie. No. But I'm telling you, Alex Smith in that system was a G.
Did he win it?
He didn't win it all.
Did he win
that
it?
team wasn't there yet. But
Did he? They won
was-
the next year. Or 2 years later, they
2
won.
years later.
Did Donovan McNabb win the Super Bowl with the Eagles, or did I miss that? Oh, okay. Or Michael Vick? Did I miss that shit? Did Andy Reid ever coach the Eagles to a Super Bowl title? Did I
was in
miss
the
it?
Super Bowl.
He was in it and lost.
Mahomes
Terrell
never won.
Owens got hurt.
Mahomes never won without Kelsey.
Who got hurt?
And who did they lose to? Who did they lose
By a
to?
field goal.
Because
Who?
he says that shit all the time.
No. See, he wants to
What'd
change
you
his
say?
argument.
Oh, he can't
What'd you
say
say?
that.
What'd you say?
He tried to say that Patrick
Yeah?
Mahomes hasn't won one without Kelsey.
I know why you said that.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Let's go back to Rafa's argument about did the Eagles win? Did the Eagles win one with Andy Reid? And
yeah.
you know who'd they lose to?
The Patriots.
GOAT.
By 3 points.
It doesn't
Hey,
matter.
Dom Toretto, was it win by a mile or whatever.
Yeah,
it
an
is.
inch.
Win.
Yeah, okay.
Win
That
the win.
movie-
By the
Win.
way, Luke said Mahomes is the best right now, but too early to call him the GOAT. And then Fred says it's not too early to call him the GOAT. He makes no look passes 30 yards down the field on
That's
the money.
very fucking true.
So did
Playing trash.
Stafford.
Playing trash corners.
I said,
Yeah.
I'll read you the back and forth
Bro,
in the comment. So, and then he goes, let's not forget Tom Brady won a Super Bowl with a top 5 defense every year.
Bullshit.
Luke then goes, Rodgers made 30-yard throws look easy. Why shouldn't we argue him as the GOAT? Mahomes is also winning in a defense-soft league. Push for offense, much easier for you to win. And then Fred goes, because he doesn't do what Mahomes does in the playoffs.
Dude, if you watch Mahomes on a game-to-game basis, he doesn't wow you?
Dude,
He
they had
doesn't
they had
wow
a
you?
5-game losing streak that he played horrible.
When?
2 years ago.
Oh,
Everyone was like, he's
God,
done.
2 years ago. Ugh. Did he
I'm
not-
just saying, your argument.
Everybody's had a bad season. You're going to talk about a bad season. The guy's won 2 Super Bowls, lost his best receiver. Everyone, that's why they said, oh, nobody thought we were going to win. Yes, haters, you counted them out from the beginning. Michael Brown, they're going to finish third in the division.
By the way, that was super annoying after the Super Bowl.
It wasn't super annoying because people like you guys,
no.
Raider fans and everybody, 100%. That's what you guys said.
Vegas,
They were like number 3
Yeah.
in odds.
Doesn't matter. But the fans, forget what Vegas says. The fans, all of you fans, all you Raider, Bronco fans, all of you said the Chiefs are done, blah, 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 blah. You couldn't even sniff the fucking playoffs.
We said this, that Tyreek Hill was going to be a big loss for them.
And it wasn't. Not even
Yeah,
close.
you know why? You know why? Because they just plugged a same built dude with 99 speed in there.
Exactly. Because Mahomes is that good. He can throw it to anybody who's 5'7". Jay, with your 50,
5'8".
5'8", with your 50-inch vertical, Chiefs receiver.
Tom Brady,
Chiefs receiver.
Tom
blame my
Brady
parents.
doesn't get enough credit for throwing to some of the worst receivers. The Patriots drafted the worst receivers of all time. They're the worst drafter of
Damn, Rob Gronkowski was so.
not a receiver.
That's not a receiver.
Might as well be one.
No,
No.
because if we're making that argument,
well
they
be
throw
one.
it at
Talk about
Mahomes.
receiver.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's move on.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We gonna stay
Hell
right
no.
here.
Are you guys kidding? What?
What about what?
What's the argument right now?
What are you so upset about?
The Brady rosters?
The receivers?
Come on.
They weren't good?
Name Randy Moss. That was it.
Wes Welker.
5'6".
Julian Edelman. Did Deion Branch
Drop.
not win Super Bowl MVP? Did Deion Branch not win Super Bowl MVP on the fucking New England Patriots?
5'6".
He won the Super Bowl MVP.
So did fucking Larry Brown.
Larry Brown was a safety.
Yeah.
And he was picking off Jim Kelly.
So did Desmond Howard. Everyone wins fucking
When
Super
you-
Bowl MVP.
Have a good game.
In
Have a good game.
What? Everybody wins.
in Mahomes' 2 Super Bowls, has he been the MVP twice? Twice, right? Mahomes, he's been the MVP twice in the Super Bowl, right?
Should have gave it to
The
Reed.
argument is Tom Brady had horrible receivers. He did.
Wes Welker
He
and
didn't
Julian
have
Edelman are not-
superstar receivers. Like
Tom
That's why
Brady-
he only
Tom
won.
Brady-
That's why every Super Bowl win he won by 3, except
Tom
the one where
Brady
his
would
Tampa.
have another fucking Super Bowl if fucking Wes Welker didn't drop wide fucking open pass and his ex-wife fucking called. He cannot throw the ball and catch the ball too.
I love that.
Right?
I
Come
love
on,
that.
man.
I understand your.
you know what?
We can't.
You guys
What
should sit here.
you guys? We can't. What if everything?
I know we can't.
We
But you can't
tried.
pick and choose. Sometimes you
Mahomes, dude. Mahomes has 2 Super Bowls where he's clearly been the best player on the field.
Chris
Or is
Jones,
that it? Chris Jones, did Chris Jones win the MVP or
who's
no?
not, who's he
I got
could
compare
have.
Chris Jones to
He
Patrick.
could have. And he's holding out. And Chris
Stop.
Jones is holding out.
Yeah, okay,
as
so,
he should.
So I just said Patrick Mahomes because Chris Jones can't get the ball and drive it 80 yards to win the game.
We can't talk
He can
about
also-
Super Bowl MVPs. There's been some horrible Super Bowl MVPs.
I agree with you,
Horrible ones.
but Mahomes hasn't
and
had
the Raiders,
any on
the
his
Raiders
team.
signed every single one of them.
And they did. That was their resume. Super Bowl MVP. Yes, you can come
yes.
to us. We'll pay you.
We'll give you $12 million to suck.
I just don't think that with Mahomes, he has 2 Super Bowls. He's a Super Bowl MVP twice. Now, going forward, if he has 4 with 4 Super Bowl MVPs or even 3, are you kidding? when you watch him on a week to week, it's my same argument with LeBron. When you watch LeBron in a game to game, there's no doubt about it. He's the smartest and the best player on the field. I feel the same way when I watch Mahomes. Bro, his improv near the goal line, guys coming at him. Oh, let me flick it to the fullback. Random dudes. The guy's amazing. And we're watching it, and you want to hate because he's a Raider.
I'm not saying he's not. He is amazing. I'm saying he's not the best to ever played. That's my argument.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's
2 years. Not 2 years. I don't think they're going to win it this year.
And my argument is 4 is not going to do it as well.
All right, well, we'll see because this is all future talk. But we have some more important news that stand. MLB trade deadline is coming up. We have some big news to go over.
Can we talk about Marcus Peters signed by the Raiders for 1 year, $5 million deal?
Yeah, let's do that because I have. I know.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that.
I know what
Raider
Rafa's
talk
going to
right
say.
now.
I already said it.
He's
I already
garbage.
said it.
He's garbage. He's this. He's that.
He's a bad locker room guy.
He's not a great locker room guy. I'm not going to argue that.
He's a bad guy on the sideline.
but-
Getting involved with the fans.
Yeah, he's a terrible guy.
You know what? I want that though.
Why?
Why?
We need an Oakland Raider in Vegas.
You need a
I
distraction?
don't
The
care.
Raiders do not need that.
Let me hear it, Eddie.
My argument is this, and I heard this the other day, which is a factual argument, that great quarterbacks coming off an ACL, it takes 2 years. Go look at Gilmore. Go look at all these quarterbacks that have had bad knee injuries. Their performance the year after is not very good. The second year, they come back and perform. So I am willing, although I agree with you, he's not the next coming of Revis Island. He's not the savior of this defense. We need defensive tackles.
He's not the same player he was some years back.
Well, I'm saying this. He struggled last year. This was another led the league in interceptions. He's a dog. He is a competitor. He's going to bring some attitude to the defense.
Yeah.
I was down on this signing. I was down. And I'm going to hold my judgment and see what he can do. That's all. I'm not going to say he's going to be this or that. But I will see because of what the stats that I've seen for quarterbacks coming back after a major knee surgery. Last year, he came back off a knee. He did. He was okay. Definitely not the player that he was.
And not the player that you need, I think, to compete.
Well, shit. The Raiders need everything on defense.
To compete.
Yes.
Okay, so we all know this is a lost season for the Raiders yet again.
It's not looking good.
Does Devontae Adams get traded by week 8?
No.
No? Okay. I hope
Yeah.
the Raiders do well. If the Raiders,
no, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I don't.
I do because when the Raiders do well, then
Yeah, I've been to a Raider game with him, and
he knows.
he's fine.
I've seen you wear a Raider hat.
I see you wear a Raider bucket hat.
Dude, I've worn numerous Raider bucket hats.
The wind gives us a bunch of Raider gear. He doesn't have anything else. He doesn't have any Charger gear.
No, just Raider.
Just that Charger
Is he like
tattoo on his ass.
Like, is he like Michael Brown, like a sneaky
Closet
undercover
Raider fan?
closet
Yes.
Raider fan?
Yes.
I hope the Raiders do well because the fans aren't as obnoxious.
It's true.
So
Raider fans have taken some. I don't know if they're on Xanax or what. Or
plus, my real reason. Sorry to cut you off. My real reason why I want the Raiders to do well is for all the dumbass Derek Carr fans who hate McDaniels.
He looks good in the Saints uniform.
stop
Oh,
it, Jay.
God.
Stop
I think they're going to be good because the team sucks. Although they did lose their starting guard for the season,
Yes.
so that might hurt.
So
But let's get into some.
now.
Now
We
we
can
can
get into some major league. Let's do a double sponsorship. I want to give a shout out to Big Sean and official BTA. I love his gear. He's wearing this hoodie that I've been asking for. It's the sand.
We've all been asking for
What
it.
do you
They're
call
fucking
that?
one, and he's got it.
What color?
Like khaki.
It's a khaki.
That's a one of one.
It's a
It's a one of
It's a
one.
badass, but if you guys haven't checked out Big John's gear, it's about that action. BTA. He sponsors a bunch of athletes all over the country. He has a new drop coming. It's called the World Tour. Fire. I mean, I love the design. It's like sort of like you went to a concert, but it's all the athletes and the cities that they're from. Super cool. So go check out official BTA, official.bta, right, on Instagram. And then let's also give a shout out to Rusted Royalty, who gave us a bunch of gear and also has quality gear as well. Great hats.
T-shirts, hats are awesome.
everyone, I've had a lot of
The hats are dope. Yeah.
yeah,
Good.
a lot of questions, go follow Rusted Royalty, and if you're into boating, Havasu, off-roading, that's definitely a lifestyle brand. But they're gonna sponsor this next segment. MLB, lot of hot topics. We've got a lot of hits on Shohei.
Let's start off with the top dog.
Let's start off, Eddie Money. What do we have?
So yeah, first thing on the list, Shohei Ohtani is officially off the trade market as the Angels are going to try to make a run for the postseason.
As they should. I think this is the right move by the Angels. They should try their very best. We talked about this earlier. They got two pitchers, one quality pitcher.
Yeah, the other one's a bullpen help. Giolito started today, or Giolito started today,
Yeah.
but he was a minus. I mean, the Blue Jays were minus 200 today.
And
So-
and Ohtani is putting a couple weeks together that we
Oh.
haven't effing seen. The
Remarkable.
complete game. Was it under 100 pitches?
I think it was right at 110, right?
Oh man, I don't know, but it looked like for the first time I watched the highlights. There was a little smirk
With him, you saw him?
in the ninth inning. Like he was having
well, and he hit
fun.
100 in the ninth.
Yeah,
He threw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. I think that was in the ninth. No, he was having fun, and he's like, look, dude, there's rumors he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave. There's rumors of that. I'm sorry, but for
And
Dodger fans,
you know how I take that? He doesn't want to leave his situation, which is if you come to to Chavez Ravine, it's the same fucking shit.
It is. Yeah.
except without the traffic.
He just bought a home.
Where does
right?
he live? Where does he live?
Yeah. There's supposedly that he bought a home in Newport Coast, there in Newport Beach.
Yeah.
So that's a rumor
And there's
going
a lot
around.
of lot of Asians in that community. They have very little money. Oh wait, hold on. Rewind. A lot of money. But listen, I'm not an Angel fan. Everyone knows I'm not an Angel fan.
And I'm not a Dodger fan.
I enjoy.
Let's fucking reiterate that.
I really enjoy watching him play baseball.
Oh, he's so good.
And I just don't want to happen what happened to Mike Trout, where he's just there not competing. I think Artie Moreno did the right thing, but he needs to sign another, even a B list. Arenado, someone. who-
Arenado's not B-list.
Oh yeah, he's an A list. Yeah, but someone to be his, his
If
Chris,
they can get
He's
another guy,
a better supporting
he
cast.
needs his Chris Bosh, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I like that. Look at LeBron references in every
See
fucking
what you're
sport.
doing? See what you're doing, Rafa?
Yeah, I like it. No, I think I think they need another bat. They need to make a splash. The Giolito trade, I guess, was good. I think you
Yeah.
could have, you could have splashed a little more, maybe a Verlander or a Scherzer or that
Yes.
type of splash. But you're still 4.5 out of a wild card, right? So to make that big of a splash with those guys, with let's say a Scherzer or a
and the-
Verlander, you're still 4.5 back, and the guys in front of you,
Rangers
it's like
are playing very well.
yeah, and it's like you have Houston in front of you, and there's Toronto, and there's the Yankees, and there's all those teams, and then you have, the Rangers are leading the division by whatever 9, 10.
Yeah.
It's a big number, so they made some sort of a little splash. I think they can still add a bat.
They better at a bat.
Yeah, I think it was.
He literally winning games by himself, Rafa.
Yeah.
Like literally winning in baseball. In the game of Major League Baseball, where there's 9 guys on the field, he's doing it by himself. He could have been in the last game against the Detroit Tigers, who they're fucking. When I saw Miguel Cabrera come
second
to the
game,
plate, I'm like,
he's still
oh
playing.
my god,
Yeah,
he could barely walk to the fucking plate.
yeah, no, the second game is when he hit the 2 homers when Sandoval
Yeah,
pitched. The first game, the game he pitched, they won 6-0. They have players right now, right? They have the kid Moniak or Moniak or whatever it is. He's
Moustakis,
Moose is way
Chatsworth,
past,
Chief.
way past his prime.
Yeah.
Like Moose is, but hopefully they get Trout back next week. Rendon maybe to come back, but they need Rendon's been
Rendon can't even hit a slow athletic.
Rendon's been bad. They need another bat. I think they need another bat. And the pitching what they've gotten in the last week and a half or two from the other guys, Detmer and those dudes, they haven't been terrible. I mean, today they
No,
faced
they're making
Toronto's.
a good run.
They faced Toronto's best today, and the
Did Toronto kick their ass?
4-1. I think it was 4-1, and the only run was a first inning home run by Shohei.
My God.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was it.
This should be a Barry Bonds type situation where he shouldn't just fucking walk his ass. He's
Well-
the only dude that could fucking hurt you. I mean,
Well, dude, they've put up numbers. They scored 8 runs yesterday. They scored 6 the game before. They're putting up numbers.
when Trout comes back, do you put Trout in back of him?
I put Trout at leadoff. They used to have Trout at the leadoff spot, but they also didn't have anyone either. So, I mean, but I want Trout and Shohei to have as many at-bats as possible. So I go back to fucking, 11-year-old fucking baseball. My 2 best players, I want them to have all the fucking at-bats in the world. 1-2.
Yes.
1-2.
But
And-
you know what? I mean, Angels they're entertaining right now.
No,
Shohei's
no.
Shohei's
Well, I mean,
entertaining.
him. But people are
Shohei's
watching the highlights because of him. People are watching the games because of him.
Oh,
He's the
100%.
only
He can play
reason
on
I
any
like
team
it,
people are
yeah.
going to watch.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward, and let's say the Angels do not make the playoffs.
Okay.
Does he leave?
No.
I
It depends.
I think he leaves.
I don't think he does because it depends on like going forward. The Angels made a trade. Now they have a couple more days. You make another trade. Now you're showing him, hey, we're 4.5, 5.5 out, but we're trying to get there.
Here we go with the try word and
my
fucking Rafa and the trying to win.
I'm just telling you, you're showing him.
Let me give you the other side of this. We don't make the playoffs, and I'm like, I'm fucking Jesus of Nazareth. I'm walking on fucking water. I lead the league in fucking strikeouts. I lead the league in fucking home runs, and we didn't win the playoffs. F you, Artie. I'm out, and you can't even blame me. That's the other side.
And I always go back to this with you guys with baseball. Baseball doesn't guarantee you anything. I'm sorry. It doesn't.
Unless you're the Dodgers. What have the fucking Dodgers done in the last fucking
All
20
they're
fucking
guaranteed
years?
is the playoffs, and then what? So you lose
You got a chance.
That's a good guarantee.
A chanza.
A chance.
So you're
a
saying
chance
there's
to
a chance.
a chance.
See?
You want to be in the postseason.
100% you want to be in the postseason. Fine.
But do you think Shohei thinks like, fuck, I'm doing everything?
No, he doesn't think like that.
I'll tell you what
At the end, if they don't make the playoffs, do you think a little bit like, shit, man, like,
here's the thing.
Should I go to a piece of shit division where the teams aren't as good and play them instead of having to play the Astros every year? Maybe he thinks that.
What's the bigger sin? Let me ask you this, Rafa. And let me ask Luke, because Luke is a baseball guy, water polo guy. What's the bigger sin, right? What's the bigger sin? Is the bigger sin not trading Ohtani and then Ohtani leaves and you get nothing?
That's okay.
Or is the bigger sin trading Ohtani because there's still time? There's still time, Papa. Or is the bigger sin trading him to somewhere else, getting,
No.
King's ransom?
Nope.
there'll be so much backlash with how good he's playing. Imagine they give
You
him
can't trade him. The guy's
you
going to have
can't.
40 home runs probably
Yeah,
by Monday.
if you look, no matter how bad your reputation is now, imagine they trade him. How good he's playing.
Yeah, how could you
I
give
mean,
him up?
That looks.
But what's so, Luke? Let me answer this question. What is the bigger sin? Can you legitimately say, as a GM owner, we let him walk for nada? Maybe the best baseball player that we have ever seen, Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth. This is the best baseball player that we have ever seen. That's not an argument. That is not a debate. And then you let him walk for nothing. Thoughts?
I think the biggest thing for them is that they've been able to prove to him to this point in the offseason, at the deadline,
Here it comes.
they're making moves.
They're trying.
They are trying.
I hate that word.
I know. It sucks.
My kids used to say, no try, right? Fucking Yoda. There is no try.
I
There's
understand,
just
but this
do.
is different.
But all right, what do you tell Trout then? What have you been doing for the last decade? Trout
They all
until
believe.
Ohtani-
They all believe that he took a cop out and he doesn't want to win and blah blah blah.
Not we all. It is a theme throughout Major League Baseball. How do you feel about Trout? We have a whole thing. Oh, look at that. Is he playing? Is this his first
Yeah,
game
this
back?
Aaron Judge. We got a live look at the Yankees and Baltimore.
Man, what a stud.
Judge is up. It's 0-0 in the sixth. Garrett Cole's pitching a hell of a game.
UCLA. Anyways, so what's your let's get your thoughts on Trout. I hate that Trout took that ungodly biggest contract in history, but he could have got that money anywhere, Luke. How do you see Trout?
I do think with baseball, a big thing that isn't talked about enough is location of your team. So, like, if the Royals threw all the money at Ohtani or Trout, but the Angels are throwing you $20 million less, where are you going to go sign for those next 10 years? Are you going to go live in Kansas City, middle of buttfuck nowhere and not do anything? You're out in California and you're living your life. I think with Trout, you have to move off the argument from now on of saying, oh, well, Trout's been here. Why isn't he's been to the playoffs once and it was his rookie year? The Angels were a different team then. Like, the Angels had Jared Weaver, who had a Cy Young candidate year. You had all these young players. I mean, Josh Hamilton was able to stay off the crack for a little bit and play well.
As well.
Very little.
So, like,
very little bit.
like, they were able to get their shit done.
Yeah.
I think if you're Ohtani, I look at the track record of the team and I'm like, I don't really give a shit. I'm gone.
I agree, man. Listen, one of our most underrated segments, and I think you should repost it, was we did a Trout. Eddie broke down Ohtani's life goals. And this is when I was sure that he wanted to leave. He has, like, I want to win my first World Series at this age. He wants to win.
Those are all past. All those goals, they're all past his age that he wanted to win.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, so I said I was going to do something at 25. It doesn't mean you throw it away. It means you're still chasing it. And
this is still at the end of the day, still baseball. It is so hard to win. It doesn't matter what team you go to. The Dodgers, they spend $200 million every year, 150, 160, whatever the amount is. It's a shit ton of money, and they've won one World Series to show for it.
I agree with you that on so many levels. I agree with that. Baseball is so hard to win. What was the Rockies? They came in as a wild
card. They got to the Super Bowl, to the World Series, and they got their ass whooped by the Red Sox.
But it's a situational thing, man. Baseball is so situational and so difficult to win. But the Angels are not even knocking on the door.
The trade they made shouldn't. I don't know why everyone's freaking out over this trade. Like, Giolito's had one good year in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, last year, garbage. He comes to the team this year. I think his ERA's hovering around like 4.
It's 3 something.
Yeah, it's not good. Like, all right, they got a.
Well, it's not
arm.
good. It's very good for American League standards.
I think if you are the Angels and you want to show Ohtani, hey, we want to, like, commit to you, you put the contract on the table today, and tomorrow you go out and you make a trade for an Arenado, or you go out and you get yourself a Verlander. You go and show, like, hey, we're going to get these guys. If we have Verlander, it's 2 years. We're paying him a ton of money. If we get Arenado, obviously he's the future at third base with you. But you also need to show Ohtani, like, hey, we're going to put, like, $500 million into you right now. Like, you signed the deal right now.
That's been on the table.
But it's... has it though? Like, if it's on the table,
why hasn't he signed it?
Yeah,
because he wants to see you make moves. So, like, for example,
Giolito's moving the needle. Is that what Luke is saying?
Not moving the needle. It's one
not.
guys. We have 3 days left of this. We have 3 days left. Who's gotten the big? What's the best free agent that? What's the biggest player that's moved in a trade? There hasn't been a big guy to move yet. What if they're able to get Juan Soto out of nowhere because the Padres want to sell him? What if that happens and they still don't make the playoffs? At the end of the year, he doesn't leave when you bring in a guy like that. At the end of the year, the season's over. I don't agree with trading him now because, number one, I never trade the best player in the league, period, for nothing. I don't want a bunch of dudes that may be good when we've seen that pan out very few times.
I do agree
very
with that.
few times.
I do agree
so
with that.
at the end of the year, let's say the season's over. Okay, who's the free agent this year? This guy, that guy, da-da-da. Who's the best? Shohei's the best. Okay, we're going to give you 8 years, $600 million, but we're going to offer the second best guy, whoever it may be. I don't know who it is. Let's just use Aaron Judge as a fictional player that's due. We're going to offer him this much money. We're going to offer this dude. So we're going to bring in 2 of the 10 best free agents. Would you stay? Would you sign that deal? Or are you going to go to the Giants?
If they signed him, then yes, I would stay.
So the Angels, if you trade him now, you don't have a chance to re-sign him to sign him as a free agent, period. There's no point in trading him. I
agree.
think the Giolito move, I think, is something.
It's a step in the right direction.
Of course. So now, who's the next guy that's available? That's a bet. We need a bet. Who's available? I don't want
Bellinger. Bellinger's having a great year.
Bellinger's having a great year.
And he has a record. I mean,
He's on record of being that, like, he's the guy that can carry your team. I mean, he carried the
MVP.
Dodgers
He did.
twice, and he was
did.
23,
Right. So,
24
okay,
when he did
do
it.
we go out and get Bellinger? Do we go out and get this guy? You also have to look at where the team is placed right now. They lost to Toronto. This, to me, I wouldn't have come out with this report, the Angels, that he was off the market.
I think that was the stupidest thing.
I wouldn't have come out of that, because if you get swept by Toronto, now you're 8 games behind Toronto in the wild card. Right? So, okay, if the Yankees sweep the Orioles, might not happen. But so you have all those teams that are all ahead of you in the standings.
yeah.
So to go out and just say, oh, he's off the market now. Well, you haven't, I agree with you. They haven't made a big enough move, but there's still a couple days left. We still have the weekend. How do they fare tomorrow? How do they fare on Sunday? I think if they get swept Monday morning, Monday or Tuesday, I think you got to take a look at, hey, what we might have to trade Ohtani. I wouldn't trade him, but I wouldn't have said I wasn't going to trade him either.
Now,
Go ahead.
let me ask you guys this. So I heard an interesting thing. Let's just say you're Ohtani. You guys missed the playoffs by 3 games, okay? And you can chalk that up to Trout, missing half the season to this point. Pitching has up and downs, whatever. If you're Ohtani before next season and you sign your deal, you're a free agent, test the waters with the Dodgers, the Yankees, you listen to the Angels
Giants.
and all that. Do you wait and see what those teams do to build first?
I don't have to
No,
see.
you don't
I
need
have
to see
with the Dodgers.
The Dodgers don't need to build shit.
But do
Like
if the argument is like he still wants to be in the Angels, he's bought the house,
Yeah.
all that thing, do you wait and see, okay, maybe they sit, are the Angels just going to stand pat and be like, we're going to ride with Ohtani, hope him and Trout carry us? Or you're like, hey, you guys are the team I want to play for,
Yeah.
but go get me a bona fide number one.
That's what I said. If they put that on if the season's over and you tell him, you sit him down and you said, hey, we're going to offer this dude who's the second best free agent behind you or the third, because they're not scared to spend the money.
Yeah.
They just spend it in crappy places.
I mean, what are you doing going and getting a 35, 36-year-old Tyler Anderson, giving him 2 years? Like, the Dodgers are that team that always finds that, reclamation
Yes.
project. Like, Lance Lynn is now the hope to be that guy
Yes.
that they traded for yesterday. Now you have Tyler Anderson, who you got last year. Great year, top 5 in Cy Young voting. Everyone said he was going to go to another team. Sure, he might be great. He's been pretty average on the Angels.
And
at
below
times,
average.
horrible.
And
Listen.
below average.
There's a couple things I want to say. Like you said, Tyler Anderson had an incredible year with the Dodgers. Who the F is he?
Unprecedented.
Right?
Yeah.
The Dodgers have a record. Okay, I know I'm going to get laughed at, but they have a record of scouting, finding guys like this is what's been going on with you, bringing them in, and then performing.
Right.
They have a record of doing that. Everyone thought, is it Howard, left fielder?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hayward. Jason Hayward.
He was horrific. He was hitting 189 for the last 3 years. He's actually done a decent job.
Was an Angel last year.
Yes, and now he's having one of his better years. Guys, like you said, Max Muncy. Okay?
He's still trash.
Trash. Okay, the guy...
He's hitting 197.
But he's got 24 jacks.
No, yeah. He's
Yes.
still hitting 197.
And now he got his own bobblehead.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Dodgers give away bobbleheads. That shit.
So
we need that right there.
My next thing is this. I've heard this, and I know I'm going to get hammered for it, but the Mets, Verlander and Scherzer, over $40 million next year. Each. I believe they'll be willing. If I was the Angels, I would say you pay $15 million each and bring them on this year. You have to show Shohei. You have to show Shohei. Say that 3 times fast. You have to show him that you mean business.
Right.
I would go get Justin and Scherzer and say,
Well, that's a reach because you're taking 2 guys that have struggled in the National League which is realistically, if you look at the National League, it's not as good as a hitting league
I've
as the
seen.
American
Listen,
League.
they have struggled. Scherzer not too long ago pitched a gem.
Oh no,
last
Scherzer's
week.
still a dude. I definitely
And
take him.
Verlander is a dude.
But I think I think if you need another hitter.
Yeah, I
You
think
need another guy. You need another guy, whether it's at third base, whether it's at
Angels
first
aren't
base.
one guy or even two guys away.
They're not. They're not. But if you get another bat in the lineup and another bat is what you need. They scored 1 run today.
I think everyone's looking at this though, like as fans and as reporters, everyone looks at it from the wrong way. They're just like, you need to build a team for the World Series. As we've seen, playoff baseball is a different beast
It
than
is.
the regular season.
It's
So where like you guys were making the argument earlier, well, the Dodgers only make the playoffs. Like that's the guarantee. If you're guaranteed a playoff spot, it takes one time to catch lightning in a bottle.
They've only caught it once.
But
they only caught it
the
once.
Dodgers
But
have
that's-
fallen short
but that's
all
what-
the time.
that's all you need, a
Dodgers
chance.
last year are the best example of dominating, having the best roster in baseball, and just shit the bed. One series. That's
They're known for
all
that.
it takes.
Yeah.
100%.
All
Oh,
it
yeah.
takes in baseball.
Oh yeah.
You
telling you
didn't
that.
have to go there, Jay.
Well, that's why I shit on the
One
Dodgers
time.
every year.
One time. They caught lightning in a bottle one time. It wasn't even here.
I think what the Angels
115 fucking wins is not fucking lightning in a bottle.
Did
It's
they
not.
They caught it one time. They caught it one time.
Please.
The Mariners won 113. They didn't catch it. The Dodgers have caught it once. The Angels, they just need to catch it once. And when the
the
Angels
Angels'
catch
goal
it,
right now should be playoffs this year, and which is totally doable. You're getting Trout back
They
next
have
week.
to.
You're getting
when
healthier.
you look at the roster and you look at the teams that they're up against, it's not as doable as people think it is.
No, it's going to be such a battle because you have, like, we're watching it right now. Houston losing by 1. I guarantee you Houston's going to come out next week and they're going to go win 5 of their next 7.
Right. Well,
the Rangers are going to do the same thing. So,
Yeah, but it's not only the division. It's the Yankees. It's Baltimore. It's Tampa. Toronto. There's 4 teams in one division that are all vying for 3 playoff spots.
Yeah.
And they all are right there right now.
Listen, Rafa.
So-
we are ignoring the biggest story in baseball right now, and that's Kike Hernandez to the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The boys home.
Listen, my wife. She's official all in on the Dodgers again.
Because Kike's back.
Kike is every woman's, every young, old, middle-aged Hispanic woman's dream, and he dances really well in the dugout.
He does.
I've never been a fan personally.
Never seen
but
more loose hips.
Yes,
Those hips do not
yes,
lie.
the hips do not lie. But what are your thoughts on Kike?
Nothing. There's nothing. That is nothing. That's nothing.
Okay,
It's good.
Literally, why do you think the Dodgers win so many games with guys who hit fucking 200? Because we can look at it. The division sucks.
So my wife is wrong.
Kike sucks. So
Boston's just selling. Boston's
Boston's selling, but he sucks.
Yeah.
He literally sucks. He came to the team
there's
in
rumors-
227. Look at the guys they picked up today. Lance Lynn, 6.47
It's
ERA.
trash. Joe Kelly, like I'm a huge Joe Kelly fan. I love everything
look
he
at
did
it.
for the team.
His
but
numbers are atrocious.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
And Lance Lynn, that's a terrible number.
But those numbers could be deceiving.
Could be deceiving. You're right. They were in the American League and got fucking shelled.
I've watched some American League baseball, and some of it is god awful.
Yeah, they just hit.
Ugh.
They just hit. That's it.
Don't get me started.
They just hit, literally.
Dodgers got Lance Lynn 2 years too late.
Yeah.
He was
Or
a free agent and they were in for him. That's when you should have gotten him. 35 now. It's
Shanae said
He's done.
Kike is everything in all caps.
I told you,
God.
Rafa.
Shanae, Kike is nothing.
Is that where she went? She probably went out with him the other night. And that's why you're subconsciously mad about that.
Oh my gosh! Don't do that to him.
I'm gonna get the
You're gonna
helmet.
flip the table. We're
Shanae,
gonna
you have to
end the
answer
show.
this.
Shanae, you're in big freaking. If I hear that Kike Hernandez was in Downey last night, it's on.
I don't think any of the moves so far have been any good for any of the,
You don't think the Cleveland shortstop, that dude smashed his left-handed hitting
what did he hit? What's he hitting?
over 300 in against righties against lefties.
And what's he hitting against righties? Fucking 100?
Well, that's when Rosario will play.
No, that is Rosario.
I mean,
Rojas?
Rojas.
What's he hitting? 177? Jesus Christ.
so bad.
I'm just saying.
The Rosario move's just a rental, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a
100%.
rental.
Well, everything's almost a rental at this point. I think there hasn't been a splash yet. I think Luis Robert's out there. It's 20, almost 30 home runs I think he has, or maybe more.
Yeah.
That can be a bat on any team, obviously.
Definitely.
I thought the Angels should have grabbed in there. Tampa's probably going to sneak in and grab that, or even Baltimore. So there hasn't been a splash yet big enough for us to say, oh, wow, this team just got that much better.
Listen, the one move that's out there that will be a difference maker is Nolan.
Arenado?
Yeah.
He's under contract for I don't know how long.
And he's only said, I will waive my no trade for a certain team in downtown LA.
Well, I don't think.
That's the only team, by the way.
And the only team, and you move Max, you let Max go, you trade him.
Muncie?
Yeah.
Move
Not
Chris
trading
Taylor. Move Chris
And
Taylor.
To the bench.
CT3. They want Max, they want Chris Taylor, they want Bobby Miller.
They don't want Max or Chris Taylor.
No,
they
they
want
do.
Bobby Miller and anybody who pitches.
Yeah, but they actually need a third baseman to,
Who does? The Cardinals?
Yeah.
Dude, they're not taking back any of those contracts.
Max does not get paid.
If he makes $10 million, he makes $9.5 million
In
too much.
baseball, that's the fucking bat boy makes fucking $5 million
Yeah,
a
but
year.
doesn't. I don't think they take back Muncie at all. Why would you want that? You're folding. The season's
He
already
has
done for the
24
Cardinals.
fucking home runs.
Right, but you're the Cardinals. What do you want Max Muncie for? Your season's over with.
So who are you going to put at third base, Jay?
Any fucking kid they have.
man.
Kid they have.
We talked
shit
about
on
Jay as a
today.
multi-sport athlete, okay?
Yeah, that's true. At least you guys are acknowledging
This
that.
is
that
baseball. They'll take anybody there. They have a million kids in the minor leagues that they'll put there.
Well, let's talk about another team that has been a major disappointment. You called it fucking 2 fucking months ago.
Did he?
That the Padres should have fired the manager 2 months ago. Let's talk. Are they the third highest fucking payroll in baseball? It's up there. It's in the top 3.
Dude, when you have a team that stacked and you're not playing 500 ball at the end of July, there's a problem. So what's the problem? Usually you start with the hitting coach. Well, because you don't hit. Well, they didn't do that. You should. Then you got to. Well, fuck it. We're not going to fire him. We don't hit the manager. There's an issue there. The manager has to go. And Blake Snell's been pitching amazing,
Yes.
but he can't pitch every day.
Are the Padres sellers? They should be.
They
Luke?
should be. If you're not, let's just say the Dodgers call you up tonight, and this is a huge hypothetical, but they
Me personally, I'd go.
Yeah.
if you're the Padres, the Dodgers call you up and they say, "Hey, we'll throw in Emmett Sheehan, Ryan Pepiot, Diego Cartagena, Bobby Miller, and you give us Juan. You give us Juan Soto. That's all we need. That's all we need back. If you don't think about taking that deal, 3 pitchers that have all
Yes.
been in the bigs this year, 2 of them have been pretty freaking good.
Bobby and Sheehan have been amazing. Pepio's the rising star.
And then, the catcher you're going to throw in, a lot of people think he's the next great catcher to come up. But the Dodgers don't need him because you got Will Smith for, probably
The most
at least the next
underrated
day.
catcher in Major League
100%.
history. Just because he looks like he's 13.
Let's stop it.
No.
Juan Soto's under team control.
They need to be sellers.
They need to be sellers. I
They need
agree.
to be sellers.
But-
now, I'm not saying you blow everything up.
Well,
But if you move,
you can't move Machado into Tatis. That's
No,
for
no.
sure.
But if you can move like a Josh Hader, you move a
Who's on the block?
which they should move Josh Hader. Move a Juan Soto. Move.
I don't know if I move Juan Soto.
But the Soto deal's got to be like a huge
Or
a huge get.
Yeah, a huge what
Because
you
he's under team
what you
control.
gave- yeah, what you gave to the Nationals, what they gave to the Nationals was way more than they should have. You need to get at least something like
Yes.
that back.
Oh, for
I
sure.
want Juan Soto and Taylor Mays. I want both of them.
Taylor Mays from
Taylor
USC?
Mays looks like
Yes,
Juan Soto.
They're doppelgangers.
They do look.
They are
exactly like-
doppelgangers. Taylor Mays and Juan Soto. We were at the SC Utah Pac-12 championship, and Rafa and I were like, "Dude, that's Juan Soto coaching the DBs right now. Who is that guy? Who is that guy?" It took us 6 months to figure out.
Yeah, that it was.
It was
Taylor Mays. Yeah, the Padres got to sell. I don't know if I'm selling Soto unless the package.
They're too
is-
top heavy. That's the
The
issue.
get the
But-
get. I got to get.
But
a
the
lot
problem
back.
was, Luke, is that they should have listened to Rafa.
Yes, they
and they
should've.
should have fired the manager 2 weeks ago.
They should have fired him a month ago when
A
you were
month ago.
struggling.
Bob Melvin was a bad hire when they brought him in.
Of course.
And then, so now you're sellers because a new manager at this point, is that really going to change everything?
No, but it could change. It could change something. Scherzer had a great game today, by the way. You need to change something.
Yeah.
FYI, for the people on YouTube, it's super dark. So that's why we're trying to fix like.
FYI, show Big John on the screen.
There you go.
That's Big John.
FYI, by the way, let's do a poll.
I don't think they can see him. It's so dark.
What nationality do you think this large man is? For the YouTube people,
Is he a Filipino?
That's the last thing I would have guessed. I would have said, Tongan, Samoan, Hawaiian,
Yeah.
A Mexican from Chihuahua.
Let me guess, he's German.
Yes.
But yeah, it's for the YouTube viewers. It's
It's
A
my
little dark.
tan. It's my tan.
Yeah. we've
Oh,
been
you
in
look
the
really
sun.
tan.
you
on
got
picture right now.
yeah.
So maybe last topic, probably like the Yankees, bottom of the division right now, but they're connected to big names who they might acquire.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man.
They're in
You're
a weird spot.
They're in a bad spot. Like, you're in a spot where, dude, the two teams there's 3 teams ahead of you in your division, all for the race, right?
And they're good.
Oh, and they're
Orioles are legit. The Birds are I love the Birds.
yeah. The Orioles, Tampa. I mean, fuck, going in there tonight and beating Houston. I don't know if I'm buying if I'm the Yankees. I'm
think-
just staying pat.
I stay.
See if you can get some. If the next couple of weeks you do well, you can maybe try and get somebody off of waivers.
Would the Yankees would the Yankees ever be sellers? Because they have a lot to sell.
No, you can't.
Really?
The fans
You're
won't
in
allow
last
it.
place.
They're not in last place.
You need to fire Aaron Boone. That's the thing.
No.
Alfredo said the Yankees are stuck in the steroid era.
Bold
I
take.
mean, John Carlo in a Dodger uniform, that'd be hot. That
He
would be
struggled.
hot.
Rafa in a Dodger uniform.
That
It's
would
gonna
be
be hot.
hotter.
Well, it's gonna be hot
hot.
as fuck. But it's gotta happen
With the
first.
helmet too.
I want it to happen. I'll wear the helmet.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a left-handed.
Oh, with the guard.
No, but it's got to be a left-handed batter. It's got to be the whole Ohtani get.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think yeah, the whole Ohtani thing.
You said it.
But no, I think the Yankees. I don't think they're ever selling.
Just stay.
Just stay pat.
Yeah.
I don't go and spend money that you don't need to spend. Don't go and get Bellinger and ruin it for
Definitely
somebody.
don't
No,
get
no.
Shohei.
No,
No, that'd be the
Don't do
dumbest
that.
thing.
That would
Stay
be
away.
dumb. That would be dumb.
they're
So-
too far behind.
Maybe add like a 3-4 pitcher. That's all you need.
So listen, that is our baseball segment. I know 85 minutes was Shohei, but that's fucking.
He is baseball.
He's the
He
thing.
is-
Yeah, right now.
Is
The guy.
baseball.
But see, that's my point. It's making the Angels
Relevant?
relevant.
He's the only reason why I want to buy a $5 ticket to that game.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, I went the other night. It was actually like it's worth
it's
it.
popping.
Just to see him.
You also live in Seal Beach.
It's worth it to see Shohei.
Yeah. of
There's
course.
no doubt about it.
Oh yeah, I would pay money to go see Shohei. 100%.
$5.
Yeah, good thing it's not much.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to talk about? The NBA that came out today, and I don't know if you guys saw it. The Lillard deal.
Oh yeah, if you
saw something about it.
You can't,
Shit.
you can't say anything more about.
Well,
wanting
his
to go to the Heat, right?
his
agent.
agent came out and said that he would only play for the Heat. Right?
Big
You guys
mistake.
saw that, right?
Big
Yeah.
mistake.
He denied that shit to the league office.
Yeah, okay.
Like, bro, you're like
should.
on video. You're on
you have
video.
like 3 raps about it.
Yeah.
So I'm so over him.
And so
he's
supposedly they told teams that he wouldn't go anywhere but Miami, and the NBA kind of said like, and the NBA, I think that's the one sport where
Players have dictated where they and the NBA is tired of it. It's a bad.
you got to draw the
it's a-
line.
I hope
That's
they're-
it.
I hope
and
they're tired of it.
They're drawing the line with Dame because it has been too much. I mean, think about all the players who have said, "I will only go here," and I think it's a good line to draw
Me
in
too.
the sand.
Yeah, but that'll all you'll get the LeBron, the Durant. Those guys will come out.
to back him up.
They'll come out and say, "Well, you don't own us," like they've done before.
What are contracts then?
But in the NBA, nothing.
In the NBA, you're right.
nothing because
Yeah.
they come out with, "Well, you don't own us." Well, technically, you signed a contract, motherfucker. So yes, technically, from late September to the beginning of June, yeah, we kind of own you. Like, we pay for you to eat and fly, and we pay you millions and millions of dollars.
But they'll get enough people behind them, and it's like
Luke, think about
Because
what
woke.
your great
Yeah.
Go broke.
Yeah.
grandchildren are going to learn the word contract means. Like, contract is a thing that is sort of something that you said you're going to do with lawyers, but then you can get out of it. I mean,
As long as you
it's,
bitch and
it's
moan
written in-
enough, you're
Yes,
good. You
yeah.
get
it's
out
written
of
in
it.
pencil.
But
You can erase it.
that's only like that in the NBA.
Yeah.
It's only
Yeah.
like that in the NBA. In the NFL, you come out and say, "Oh, I want to play for this team." Oh, well,
Cool.
good luck. Good luck with that.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, baseball does the same shit. Nobody cares.
yeah.
So, all right, you have a no trade clause to the Dodgers. Well, now we know the Dodgers. We need this, and that. That's it. So, but good job for the NBA today coming out and saying that. And hopefully,
Finally.
moving forward,
Finally, yeah.
Do we dare do an uneducated guess on the UFC fight card?
I don't know
I say
anything
no.
about UFC.
I don't think any of us
I say
UFC
no.
card this weekend.
The only one I got is Gaethje smacking Poirier.
Woo!
What?
Gaethje smacks
So
Poirier.
Look at these
Let's do
casuals.
it.
Look at these
Listen,
casuals,
listen.
Eddie Money.
Let's do it because I've had many people come up to me today. When I say
many of people.
many, I'm talking about Rigo, my shop runner,
Okay.
mechanic. He said, am I going to get some UFC blue chips tonight? And I said, oh, yeah.
Not tonight.
So
No.
let's do, listen.
So what's your take on that fight?
I think looking at it is just obviously Poirier, I think stylistically is the better fighter. But in terms of power punching, I'm taking Gaethje over everything. And what I've watched over the last 2 calendar years, Gaethje finishing a fight
Yes.
is 10 times more dangerous than Poirier.
True that.
From the last time they fought, it's like night and day for Gaethje. Gaethje is
Yes.
his wrestling
yeah.
is fixed immensely. Okay, I think you put Gaethje against anyone in that division, he wins the title. And I hate that they're doing this for the BMF or whatever. You know.
So
just
what is this for?
The baddest
This is-
motherfucker title.
Yes, this
So
is.
there's no actual championship.
No, it's
And
it's
that's the main
bragging-
event?
It's like bragging rights.
It is the main
Oh,
event.
boring.
They have fought each other before, but Dustin Diamond Poirier has come out and said, if this fight goes a distance, we will both be in the hospital. That
Yeah.
it is not going
So
to
it's
happen.
gonna be a brawl.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
I hope
one of-
so.
It is going to be 100%.
What's the under?
What is the under on this fight? Because this is one of the most anticipated, at least in my we ran into Dustin at
Oh, that's right.
in
At Kumi.
Vegas at Kumi. Jacob was there. This guy.
Didn't Sonny take a picture with him?
Sonny took
Yeah.
a picture with him. Not a big man, but
dangerous man though. He is-
Dangerous man.
If the fight goes to the ground, I'm taking Poirier.
Yeah.
But if Gaethje can keep it toe to toe, I'm taking Gaethje in 3.
Gaethje has won the most bonuses in the last 4 or 5 years.
Fight of the year or fight of the night. He's
Fight of
won-
the night.
Yeah.
He has the
Multiple
most,
times.
Yes, for the best knockouts. So these are two very, very dangerous men. That's why we had to talk about
Yeah.
it.
Over under is 2.5 favoring the over.
Wow.
Favoring
Yeah.
the over.
But it's 2.5.
-140.
I think it goes
3.
at 3 and yeah.
Really?
I think we see 4. I think that first round we're gonna see a lot of just like
Touchy.
feeling out,
Yeah.
like a lot of that touchy feely stuff because
Well, it opens up
the
and-
UFC's what I've noticed is also moving that way. Like
Yeah.
we saw it with the Izzy fight with Izzy and Pereira too.
Yep.
It was very like feel out, feel out, feel out. Even the second round, most of it was like, and then Izzy was like, "Fuck it," and just did his thing.
Yeah. This fight, it is so anticipated, and the thing is, both of these guys are super likable.
Yes,
Right? Like, there's not they're both amazing human beings. Dustin is a great, great dude. We've met him. Has a barbecue sauce from New Orleans. Gaethje, everyone loves this dude. It's going to be interesting. I believe it's in Utah.
Is it?
Yeah. It's
walk off
Oh, that's
slam.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Did we? Oh, yes.
Bobby
Oof.
Witt Jr., if you guys bet the Royals tonight, walk-off grand slam.
Bang the over on team total runs.
Pushing the
Bang
twins.
the-
little-
There you go.
Pushing the
Giggity.
twins.
So you like Gaethje in...
I like Gaethje in 3.
Okay.
I'm going to go Poirier
In how many rounds?
in 4.
And I have zero opinion because I don't watch...
We
not
should
even
watch it,
close.
Rafa. We should watch it together.
It will be a fun card to watch.
Yeah, it's a good
Okay.
card.
Look, Fredo said he's going to use your pick tomorrow, and if you don't, he's firing you next week.
Damn.
Luke, he's firing Luke.
Oh, there's
love
the
it.
pressure.
See, Luke,
the
when you-
heat is
I
on.
got you.
When you
I got
come
you.
onto this podcast, people will hold you to the fire.
The heat is on.
Yes, yes. At my birthday party, a bunch of people like, I want to meet Rafa. He's cost me at least $26.
Someone break his legs.
Anybody, do you have our blue chip record from last year available?
Oh, yeah, we were in the plus.
We were way in the plus. I don't know what the fuck
but
those
the
dudes were
people,
talking
People are
every-
parlaying them.
Yes.
It's because they want every pick to hit.
Like,
No, don't go 4-2.
Yes.
You need to go 6-0.
Rafa was 50, 38, and 1.
50, 38, and 1.
That's
Come on, dude. Are you kidding?
High five.
Right here.
Come on, man.
That is
This
a
year, we're going to be plus 30 at least this season. Fresh start.
Start your units
Clip
high.
it.
Yeah.
clip that shit.
Clip it.
Listen, guys, that is episode 41. What a hell of a time. I tell my wife after every show.
My wife.
I'm like, what am I doing? Why don't I have a podcast? Who the fuck do I think I am? I'm horrible. This is horrible. I suck. And then Wednesday comes along, Thursday, and I can't wait to do this show. So
We have fun. We all have fun.
Yeah.
I have a great time.
Yes.
I drive, 20 minutes to get here. So it's
With traffic.
That's in a helicopter.
So I love doing it. I appreciate you guys, Eddie Money,
Let's
Jay. Thank you
Yes.
for coming on, Luke. This was a great time.
Let's give a big shout out. This guy, the next
He's
Machado.
over there working on his swing in the shadows.
I love it. I love it, Rafa.
Jesus Christ.
I want to say thank you to this guy. He always comes along with his father. Little Ralphie's amazing. Jay Bird, he always shows up like he just got crushed by a freaking truck. Every time he shows up,
Gotta do it.
every time he shows up here, he's like,
Get me the Miller Lite. Get me a Miller Lite
Yes.
now.
I do it because I love you guys.
CJ, our executive producer, by the way, little.
CJ's doing work behind the scenes.
Yes, we might have a special guest next week. We're gonna have
We're going to have it. He's going to be here
a quarterback.
in person.
Oaks Christian, Cornell starting quarterback, one of 3, I believe, Asian quarterbacks in Division I. Can't wait to have him on.
Wow, very cool.
And then obviously, I'm so sad to see our man Big John go official BTA. Papa, we love seeing you. Eddie Money, I can't thank you enough. And Luke, man, you crushed the baseball.
knows his
segment.
stuff. He knows his stuff.
I appreciate it.
No.
Shit.
And let's give a little shout out to their podcast that's coming up. Do we know when? Is it still in the early stages? Go ahead.
So September 1st is our aim for our first release. It's going to be called Cut the Noise.
Okay.
It's going to be a little bit of a politics debate sort of thing, but politics in all aspects, whether it's, life for us,
yeah.
for you guys, in sports, in business, whatever the hell it is, and we're just going to try and spend like 5-10 minutes on each topic, bang it out.
Good luck
whatever
with
it
that.
is.
We said the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
20 minutes on
We're,
football.
we're sitting at the table like, oh, we're going to be like, pardon the interruption, and we stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Shohei Ohtani. Yes.
It doesn't work like that.
Nancy Pelosi. 4 hours later. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah,
No,
once
but-
you get going,
But excited for you guys. I'm going to say I inspired you guys to do this.
100%.
I'm coming out and
100%.
say we are the
100%.
inspiration for this.
they were like, fuck, if those dudes could do it, we can fucking do it.
We might have inspired a nation.
These 2 dudes can do a podcast.
These 2 nobodies.
Yes,
Yeah.
but listen, we named ourselves appropriately.
Oh, 100%.
When people talk shit,
I love the comments. It's like, oh, name checks out.
yeah, makes perfect
That's
sense.
a great comment, by
Yeah.
the
I've
way.
never seen that one. That's pretty
Hit
good.
that shit.
I guess they give everyone a mic. Yes, two
Yes,
nobodies
we
with
do.
a mic.
Yes, we do.
Jackass.
Anyone
Just
can make a
need
podcast.
A little bit of money, and you can make a podcast too.
more than anything, and everyone thinks it's simple, but it's a commitment. It's a commitment from everyone right here. My wife as well, Jay's wife, Rafa's wife. Yeah, not happy about this podcast, I'm assuming.
Not true.
Yeah.
That is not true.
But I just wanted to say thank you to everyone out there on YouTube. Thank you for the support. We are not going to stop. 1 million strong. We're going to throw the biggest 1 million party at Rafa's new house. It's going to be fireworks.
Don't put that pressure on me.
It's already there.
Rafa lives in an apartment. He doesn't even know he's getting a house yet. But thank you to play that funky music, Eddie Money. Let's cheers, Papa. Thank you guys.
I got water this
honestly.
week, so
There, yeah, water.
big
Let-
water.
show them the stickers.
Yeah, check them out. Sigers, by the way.
Noise.